care that there's anti-Americanism, as you quote it. Like, we legitimately don't care. And I like how America First joined immediately, as he said. Yes, America First. We don't care if you don't like us. It is what it is.
Why is it not going live on Twitch? Oh, there we go. Okay, where's my pop-out chat? But boom. Okay, now we go to YouTube. And we get the YouTube's chat.
He's so mad.
Who's so mad?
Whoever this guy in the chat is.
Why is he mad?
I don't even know. I've not even said what my
Israel
position on
first.
anything.
It is what it is, kid. Own that, boys. If I wanted Israel first, I'd say Israel first. Own that, boys. Oh God, why is no? It's on the wrong microphone. Oh no. Oh no. Microphone.
There we go. Oh God, the other digital, my YouTube stream was on the webcam mic.
Oh God.
Oh no. Little boys. Oh no, I've been called a little boy. So people wake up the competence of Trump and the lie of America First. What? What's wrong with you people? Why is your name in Russian but you're speaking Spanish? Pro-Russia, pro-China, anti-EEUU and US, anti-OTAN. Hey, Digital, there's a word that I'm thinking of that starts with an R right now. Do you want to say it?
And he's got a fucking questionable profile picture for a grown man.
What's that word that starts with an R? Do you want to tell me what it is, Digital? Because I can't say it.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not gonna get banned.
Go on and say it.
Say it, I dare you.
Is it the 1992 space movie?
We're not. Shut up. Shut up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Why did you teach her about that?
Dude, I don't know. It's so funny when she says it, though, dude.
Why did you teach her about that?
Because I'm a horrible influence.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Okay. I'll just go fuck myself. Tap the screen, guys. Coach will bring you up in a sec.
Hey guys, so the word you're looking for is retarder.
You can get away with stuff as the guest. You just can't say it as the host.
I know. The only reason why I'm getting away with it is it's because it's the same word for the braking system for airplanes.
What is going on here? Whoa.
How are you doing, Anthony?
Tired.
I can understand that.
Oh, there we go. Much better with the camera. Okay. Why was that so fucked? There we go. Oh, no. Oh, I'm yellow now. My liver's failing.
Oh.
And we're back. I hate that my certificates don't show in the back. They're just whitewashed. Washed out. Oh well.
Oh, are you the Anthony that collects Pokemon too?
Yes.
So you never guessed what I pulled from the Destiny Rivals pack?
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't keep up with Modern. I buy singles. Like, I will look online for all the singles and stuff at this point and be like, oh, that looks cute. Let's buy that. That's it. Oh, okay. I don't care. The seeds would be ruined by scalpers. But yeah, what did you pull?
I pulled the Flame Bird for Destiny Rivals, worth about $560.
The Flame Bird.
Yeah, I forget the name for it.
Moltres?
Moltres? No.
Hey, fuck you, Ahmed.
But I have a Gyarados.
Wait, why are you mad at him? I thought I was expecting to look
Look
at
at
it.
his
Oh,
What's his
Azerbaijan.
name? Fuck you, Ahmed.
You'd see someone with an Azerbaijan flag,
it's on-
and immediately
it's on
on
site.
site.
Go F you, Ahmed.
Oh my god.
But if you're interested, I have a holographic Gyarados.
Oh, bro, I am broke as shit.
Ah.
Oh shit! I blocked Ahmed, but I don't know when I did that.
You blocked him?
It just says I'm blocked.
Wait, his name
I
is
blocked him.
AMK Mapping.
Wait, what?
His username says AMK Mapping.
That's weird. No, his name is Ahmed.
Yeah, but look at his username.
Yeah, I see his username. 44.
This AMK
Help me,
dot
Anthony,
mapping.
help me. Help. Fuck. I don't have. Do I not have mod?
You should. Yeah, you have mod.
How do I send this chud back to the Shadow Realm?
You don't. Don't get rid of my fucking cats. This shit gotta be rage bait. What about it, Murph?
So I've been
Kosher, what
completely-
you got? You got a lot of background noise, Kosher.
Ahmed, you're a Zeri, so.
Hey,
what
hi.
the fuck?
Yeah, can
What
you
up?
hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just in the car. So I'm Israeli, and I
Uh-huh.
was wondering that guy who ranted about how he would do things differently if he were the IDF.
He does, the answer to
I
your
just-
question before you even ask is he doesn't have an answer. He doesn't know because he doesn't know anything about war.
I
He's
know
just
he
going
doesn't
on
have an
feelings.
answer, but I actually wanted to highlight a different point because this is the way that it is. Classic anti-Semitism is, I think, lost on most people because it's not only classic anti-Semitism; it's also racism towards Palestinians. They perceive us as white people.
What?
Therefore, American white people perceive us as the adults in the situation.
Bro, I don't think
That's
that
why
dude.
we need
I
to
don't think
be-
that dude had thought that far ahead. I'm a real.
Well,
I don't
that's
think he
what
thought that far
That's
ahead.
what I see from a lot of American points, whether they're from the right or from the left, but mostly from the left at this moment. That we are perceived as the adults in the situation because they see us as white people. White people, which is a construct that I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
even
I don't
touch
think
right now.
he's not one of those people. He hasn't even gotten that far. But also, I'm gonna be in the army. Who gives
The
a fuck,
thing is
bro?
that
I was
they
in the Marine
just
Corps for
don't
10
want
years.
us to fight. It's just they just
No,
don't
it's
want
just
us to fight. at
you're
all.
looking, Coach. You're looking way too deep into this. Not everyone is on that train. This is genuinely that was one of those people that just I don't like this. It makes me sad. It should stop. And he doesn't know why. He doesn't know how. He doesn't have a solution.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not necessarily talking about him. He just kind of triggered the whole point I'm trying to make. The West in general doesn't like Jews. Doesn't like it when Jews fight back. They like.
Bro, we weren't even
Jews
talking about
as-
Jews. We weren't even talking about Jews.
Yeah, I know, but Israel is okay. So you're not gonna let me talk.
No,
That's
I
fine.
get it. I get where you're going, but I get it. But like, it doesn't always come down to that. Sometimes people just genuinely are too stupid to get. Like, they haven't even gotten that far. If the conversation hasn't gotten there, you don't need to bring it there to bring people into it. Not every single time someone says something stupid is it that. A lot of people generally are too stupid to even get to that point. They genuinely are. They just are. It hasn't.
Well, I disagree because if an American town, let's say, just randomly, Dearborn, Michigan, just random pick, started shooting rockets at a nearby town, I don't think that same person would want us to think about every counterattack that we're doing, right? Because they would just want the fire eliminated. They would just not want rockets on their head. my neighborhood in the last 5 years was targeted, and rockets, huge rockets from Iran, from Gaza, and even from Lebanon, landed and exploded and destroyed buildings right next to my apartment. So
Okay.
if that guy was ever in a situation that is even remotely similar to this, he would not have this dumb opinion.
You know what the biggest problem you
But
have
because
though
they're
with
so
places
far
like
away from
Dearborn?
this-
The biggest problem you have with Dearborn
What?
is having to hear the call of prayer in the morning. Dearborn's not going to go out of their way to start, even though they're a little fucking jihadist hub, they're not going to go out of their way to start lobbing missiles and rockets into other cities, because you know what would happen? They would get their shit rocked, and fucking redneck Americans would just go level the place on their own. Like, we would handle that shit internally.
Exactly.
It's not something that you can compare to what's going on with Gaza and Israel.
Yeah, also, I'm not like very excited about a Muslim call to prayer. I live in literal Israel. I hear it every morning, everywhere I go. Like, so much for apartheid, yes? So, the call to prayer is not offensive to me. The being a jihadist hub is more of the issue, in my opinion. Anyway, I kind of got lost in what I wanted to say, but I just wish American leftists would view Palestinians as people with actual agency, people with the capability to make decisions, people who are politicians. It's weird that they don't perceive Hamas as the Palestinian right wing, because that's what it is. It's weird that they don't perceive Iran, the Ayatollah regime, as the Iranian right wing, because that's what it is. And it's weird that they view the right wing Israeli environment as like this extreme Nazi-like fascist dictatorship.
Can you
While
say
it's
the
literally-
N-word on your live?
I don't fucking care.
Why would you want to say the N-word now?
No,
What does that have to do with it?
no, not the for the black
Oh,
people.
you mean Nazi? Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to put the Y instead of in front of it, so the AI don't flag it. So Yahtzee
Okay, but doesn't
instead
it
of
sound exactly like the words in English "not see"? I did
Yeah,
not see
you say
that
it's not
coming.
see,
Isn't
yeah.
that a joke?
I'm.
It's
everyone
so it's so
mentioned-
the AI doesn't trigger.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying. Are we allowed
Okay.
to say the N word or no?
I, God damn it.
I meant to say it, but the old German N word.
Okay. Anyway, so N-words is probably my cue. So I'm gonna head off. Thank you.
All
for
right.
hearing me.
Edward is my cue. Gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
See you later.
Army.
What was the civilian casualty in Afghanistan to theists?
Yes.
Wasn't that like 1 to 12 or something?
Next question.
Like you had one
answer
guy
is-
in here saying
the
that
answer
Israel
is
was way
yes.
worse.
Yeah, the answer is good question. Next question.
we don't have enough. Oh, sorry, we don't have enough material left to count bodies. We're all left in the grinder.
Also, fuck you, digital.
What did you say? We have never lost anyone ever.
No, the one above it.
If so, yeah, I always just wait for credit. What the fuck is Jacob talking about? What?
I rage baited him because he said, can I come up? And I said, are you pro-Armenian? And he's like, that's not on the prompt. And I said, that's a bonus question. And he's like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. You
But
wouldn't.
in his bio it says he's a chilled twink. So I was like, I don't know. Exactly. Like,
What the fuck is a chilled twink?
It's a
Fuck.
twink that you put in the fridge for a little bit.
computer, make Anthony shoot game, Tony.
Computer. Digital does it the best. I don't know.
Computer, make Anthony a twink.
Digital, I need you up here to say computer. Funny things. Get up here.
Okay, Jacob, I don't know. I
Tap the screen,
just rage
guys.
baited you, but I don't know. What did you want? to
Tap,
say?
tap, 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 tap.
So I did this for you, Anthony. So there's 23 people in the live. Please tap and share, like, follow the host, do your daily heartbeats, and share it to your friends. If you hate Anthony, just tap his screen. Imagine you're punching him in the face. If you love him, just stroke him with your taps.
Damn, way to get on your knees.
Digital, I need you up here to say computer. Wait, I need to do a video. I need to do a recording of that and put that on my fucking soundboard. Computer.
Make this guy love Israel. What do you
Sam
feel
needs
about
it
the
for his
US human rights
OnlyFans.
violations?
What?
Sam needs it for his OnlyFans.
Yeah, his chatterbait streams.
Yeah, or no, Chatterbait. That's what he's doing.
I still can't believe I had to Google that one day and then
No, he's
immediately
lying.
delete
He's
search
lying.
history.
He tells the story of how he oh poor me, I accidentally Googled it not knowing what it was,
Army-
and it's like it wasn't.
Army,
he didn't
here,
already know.
oh shit! Thank you, Army. Here's how bad it was. I didn't realize it so much that I Googled it on my work phone.
That's stupid as hell, man.
I thought I didn't.
You know, he rubbed one out
That's
to
on
it
you.
as well.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. What do you
Took
feel
a
about
cig break and
U.S.
said, "Fuck that."
What do you feel about a U.S. human rights agency saying Israel has likely committed numerous human rights violations? Yes, individual soldiers have committed war crimes in Gaza.
So I'll do this before I leave, Anthony. This is so you can buy some Pokemon cards if you want to.
Brother, since you switched the position for Trump, I'll support you. What? Switch the position for Trump? Oh, what the fuck was that?
Shit. It's a queer.
I'm a
entity.
goddamn fan. I was gonna say I'm Sailor Moon.
Have a great day, guys.
Thank you. Okay, but wait, where's that Lapras?
I have a hard time not calling you Sam Anthony.
I don't fucking care.
I know, but that's just what I know you by. Like, it's like your original name that I know you by. So it's like,
You can call me whatever the fuck.
Just call him a fat fucking chud.
Jenna, why did you
Also-
say chud like
also-
that? Why did you go choose?
Also, I saw Digital's face for the first time, and the first words out of my mouth was like something to the effects of "You ugly as hell, man." He
Why
looks
did you-
so different.
Yeah,
He looks so different than I thought he would look. Also, I saw a picture of Issa, and she's got a 5 head.
I mean, I've just seen just her forehead. Apparently, I'm the only one that hasn't seen what Issa looks like.
Yeah, she looks okay. She looks very young. Like she's 19, but she's looks
she
like she's
is young.
14. No, she looks 14 or 13.
You
inside,
weird.
Even though she's
You
not.
weird. You fucking chud.
Even Digital was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait,
Like she looks just young.
what's
like,
about
no
the
young.
shooting again? What? What do you think? Okay.
Oh, I think he's
I'm talking about the
White-
Washington
Oh.
shooting.
Yeah. Some.
The guy's name was Nasir Best. So let's just assume.
Another
Dude walked
IDF.
up to the west side of the White House, popped off 3 shots at the White House. Secret Service went, "Oh, really? Blam!" and then just opened fire.
That guy's in a body bag.
Actual psych ward guy.
Oh, there's some people that want to come up. Some guy named.
Oh, he was committed
History.
previously. Oh, history, and then all that up. David, One Piece lover. Oh.
Man, I wanted
I don't know.
to
Do we
say
want-
hello
do
to
we
a
want this guy
cowboy.
up
I
here?
hadn't talked to him in a
What's
long
up,
time.
guys?
I haven't seen Cowboy in a while either.
So
Promo-
that's what happened when you
Hmm?
when you choose the right side. Yeah, always getting attacked.
Das Vidanya,
What?
brother.
What do you think about Israel using white
Sounds
phosphorus
like a
on
roasty.
Lebanon and contaminating Lebanese farmland? Source?
Christo, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Oh yeah.
What do you think of the Romanians?
Americans will not understand this question.
I work with Romanians, and they are like I see them. They are even more pro-Russia than us. Fucking hell.
Gypsies.
They just doesn't know it.
Fucking gypsies.
What's up, One Piece lover, David? How's it going?
So I was gonna talk about Charlie Kirk and the whole deal about him.
Okay.
Man,
What
I
about
have
Charlie
faith in
Kirk?
you.
Yeah, I think Charlie Kirk was assassinated because he basically was doing some things that I think the people in power didn't like. I don't think he was just a simple assassination because of some hatred. I will say that it is being covered up because I've been investigating it. I've been trying to connect the dots.
Do you watch
There are
Candace
two things.
Owens?
No, I
Take
don't
a
watch
breath.
Candace.
What
Wait,
evidence? Can you provide us any evidence though?
what?
Like
Why does it always
evidence?
comes down to evidence with these people?
Because evidence is how you prove something to be true.
Digital, let him cook.
No, brother, he was assassinated because.
Well, we gotta look at we gotta look at the facts.
The evidence was his thoughts.
Guys, wait. We gotta look at the facts. First of all, Charlie Kirk
Facts?
was against
You
Epstein.
can't provide
Charlie Kirk
evidence.
was-
We need evidence first before it's facts.
Okay, please. Charlie Kirk was against Epstein. He was completely against Epstein and he unredacted Epstein files. He was the one who wanted most of everyone to release the unredacted Epstein files, but Trump didn't like it, as far as I remember, and he was against the Iran war. This is why I believe that he was taken out, because he was a biggest thorn in the side of Israel and the United States.
He was
Okay, what
against
evidence?
he was against Israel, the United States.
Yes, because he didn't like the Iran war. He didn't agree with the Iran war. He was pushing against it.
He died
That's
know
way
actually
before the
that's
Iran
first
war.
of all, how could that? Yeah, how could he be for or against the Iran war if he died before it happened?
Because this guy basically was pushing against it. This guy was always supporting Trump because of the no new wars. The whole thing about MAGA is that they supported
Hey,
the no new
have
wars.
you seen the clip of Charlie Kirk being asked what his thoughts would be if President Trump said we were going to a war with Iran? Have you seen the clip?
No.
Oh, so you haven't seen the clip where he says the exact opposite of what you're saying right now, where he doesn't like it, but he supports and trusts his president and President Trump, so he would
Because-
support.
oh,
Hey,
wait,
because nothing. Because
wait,
nothing.
hold on.
Because
You're
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
that
You
one.
don't
You're
tell me
talking
to.
about
You
that
don't fucking tell me to hold on. This is my fucking live. You just said that he was against it, but when he was directly asked on camera if he would support it, he goes, "I would support President Trump and his decision making on doing that." Yes.
Because he was told to do so. He was
Shut
told to
the
basically
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He didn't actually support it. He was just told to say it. So that is the bullshit about arguing with someone like you, because anything I say with any facts or evidence can be immediately dismissed by you just saying, "Oh, it's not true. Oh, that's not true."
You dropped him. I was gonna ask him if you thought Macron's wife was a man.
I guarantee you 100% that
might be.
that man watches Candace Owens 100%.
Like I don't like the conspiracy theories, but Macron's wife might be a man, in my opinion.
Atomic white phosphorus is allowed to be used in certain capacities. There's 4 types of white phosphorus.
Can you bring up Jacob Lewis? He's been requesting like 8 times, and I just kind of want to see what he's gonna say.
Oh.
So
Macron's
Candace Owens
wife
was kind of-
is not pretty, in my opinion.
Why are we talking about
Oh,
Macron's wife?
she's a groomer, but whatever.
Yeah.
What are you giving me that face for, Anthony? You know better.
I'm not going to. Hello, quality. And then he screamed on the way out to
I
choke
guess
and do anything.
maybe some French wine doesn't age as well.
Guys, tap the screen. Tap the screen. Oh, by the way, I think for Monday, I'm going to see if I can get the night off. And I want to do, for the American viewers at least, I want to do a Memorial Day stream where basically we have veterans come up and maybe show a photo and tell the stories of fellow service members that they've lost or that are no longer with us. I'm wondering if that'll be a good stream for Memorial Day.
I've served multiple tiers in War Thunder. Do I count as a veteran? I've served my time. Under the
I've
command of
lost
Snail.
many Bradley fighting vehicles.
Sam, I think that would be a good idea for you to get the day off.
I am currently in Denmark in like 2 weeks. ago,
Denmark?
I was in Copenhagen.
Sam, that should be a paid day off for you.
It's not.
So
Slaves don't get the day off.
I caught like protest of Iranian people supporting the war. You know, I can show you a picture now.
You had Iranians who were supporting the war against the IRGC.
Yeah, look what they're.
I mean, that makes sense.
Look what the sign is saying.
I mean, yeah,
So I
the
guess
Iranians in the
they're
diaspora
asylum seekers.
for the Iranians in the diaspora for the most part would love to go back to Iran, unlike the Armenians around the world who would not like to go back to Armenia.
No,
Can you read that?
We like you can't scam in Armenia.
Don't let from an Iranian to the world. Don't let the headlines fool you. This isn't a war. It's extraction. Wait. It's the extraction of an occupied nation.
And we asked for it.
Oh, all right. Look again, and same thing. You can only use it legally as smoke or signal or letting the wind get. Yeah. So there's 4 types of white phosphorus atomic. It's gas, which is always illegal. There is incendiary, which is legal in certain circumstances, and then there's signal, which is legal in most circumstances, and smoke, which is also legal in most circumstances. But also, there's a lot of countries that just straight up did not sign that agreement. Us being one of them.
I think we should just burn every fucking building down to the ground. In my opinion. Sorry. Not sorry.
In what country? Or just in general?
Yeah.
Hamas are heroes? Oh, we found a...
Yeah,
I need a soundboard. I need a soundboard file of Digital just saying the R word. Spam it.
But then TikTok is gonna think it's you.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, Jacob, what did you say?
I think it's all a dumpster fire. Like Palestine and Israel, what's going on is a whole dumpster fire.
Based.
Okay, and describe, like, what's the dumpster fire? Like, describe it.
Like, like Hamas is a terror or a T word or whatever, and then Israel is accused of doing like G-side or whatever. It's like
accused does not mean accused doesn't mean guilty though.
Okay, but yeah, like describe like why you think each party is good and bad or whatnot.
I think that Israel has the most like stable kind of like thing going on for itself. It doesn't like have any religious extremism. I think that is like I don't know, but I mean like Palestine is, I don't know, they have a right to be there. I think it's I think they have a right to be there. I want both sides to be there, to be honest.
What gives Arabs that invaded Palestine the right to be there?
I think that Palestinians should be there because they were there before the Israelis.
But the Israelis were there before the Palestinians.
Yeah, you've got that. So first of all, Israeli is a nationality, but the country of Israel was founded as a state. The Palestinian state has never been established. There was not even a unique, separate Palestinian identity until 1964 when they declared that. Like, before that, the Arabs in the land did not like being known as Palestinians. In the founding of the Palestinian national identity, they even state that the only reason they're doing that is to spite the existence of Israel. They acknowledge that there is no difference between an Arab in Gaza or the West Bank and an Arab in fucking Jordan or anywhere else. Like, it's literally just an identity they created out of thin air. By the way, with the help of the KGB.
Well, I don't like the KGB. Fuck the KGB. But also, like,
you realize they helped found the Palestinian identity, right? They helped write the original founding charter for the Palestinians.
Don't just the KGB like that.
Okay, listen. Okay, look. I mean, Palestinians did live there, like, before this, and they said, well, whatever identity they have, they don't like Israel there.
No, they weren't Palestinians before. They were just Arabs of the land who didn't want Jews there. The Jews have been there before the Arabs.
Well, whatever they are now, they say they don't like what's going on there, and
yes,
I don't blame them.
Jacob. You don't blame them for not liking Jews because that's what it boils down to.
No, I love Jewish people.
No, I'm not saying you. But I'm saying you don't blame them. Jacob, the Palestinians are literally just Arabs who, over the hundreds of years and over the last 300 years, migrated from different surrounding areas to settle into what is now known as Gaza and the West Bank, who, previous to Israel existing, did not want a Palestinian state. They wanted to be absorbed into the surrounding Arab nations and form like southern Syria. They want to be part of like Syria and Egypt and Jordan and stuff. They didn't want to be a Palestinian state. They just don't want Jews there. This literally all boils down to, crazy as it seems, they don't like Jews. The rest of the Arab nations around them, though, have realized, you know what? I don't like the Jews, but I could tolerate their existence because I really don't like starting wars and getting my ass kicked. The only ones who haven't done that is the Palestinians.
I think Digital is right in the comments.
What did Digital say? It's historically Armenian.
Yeah,
Everyone
Jacob,
knows
do you know what's the first religion in the world? Do you know that?
Hinduism.
It's not Hinduism, brother.
Oh, my back. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, that hurt.
Hinduism is I don't know which year it's created, but it's after the Christ.
Pangaea? What?
Let's check. Let's Google that.
Hinduism is the oldest still practicing religion.
Pangaea was Palestinians.
Yeah, it would be Hinduism first.
Yep.
First?
Hinduism, then Zoroastrianism, and then Judaism. But I mean, I mean, you could technically say that pagan mythology comes before Judaism.
When did
I think Buddhism is in there somewhere.
Sam, there's a debate which came first, Zoroastrianism or Judaism.
Probably Zoroastrianism. Like,
No, I know that's your opinion. I'm just saying there's like a big debate about it.
I'm saying logically speaking, if you look at the timelines of who was in what
It's
regions
gonna
and
come
what
down to
popped up when, it
archaeological.
probably was Zoroastrianism or a form of what would become it. I guess you could argue. I don't care.
None of this matters. Everyone's Armenian anyway.
The chicken before the egg. When did the correct one come in? Scientology. We should just watch that episode of South Park where they just shit on Scientology.
No,
But
we should
Need
just
to start
watch the...
jumping on couches.
has anyone seen the TikTok Scientology building
Yes,
speed runs?
I was just about to say that. We should just watch the speed runs.
Has anyone seen those? Anyone?
No.
There
I'm sure
is a TikTok trend where people are doing Scientology speed runs where they're going
What
to
does that mean?
they're going to the headquarters Scientology building in LA and they're just running through the doors and seeing how far they can get.
And they're mapping it out.
Yeah, and then someone's taking the videos and creating an actual floor by floor map of the building.
And then they get kicked out, and then they do it again and get like 2 meters further. and then
They
bump
get
it
a
out.
little bit further, or they come back with multiple people, and everyone's wearing a GoPro. Every single person's got a GoPro on. We're starting to see repeat characters, by the way, from within the Scientology building. We're seeing people that they're coming up with nicknames for
Yes.
people.
Mhm.
Oh God, hang on, I gotta look it up.
I have a question. So, I consider myself a patriot as much as I can. I love my American country. I was born here.
Okay.
But I do feel as if it's slipping, and I do feel as if its place in the world isn't where it is before.
What?
It hasn't
Yeah.
been
Agree
for a
with you,
long
not-
time. America
No.
used to be on top, and
Hold on.
We're still on top.
Let's
You
let him
guys just
finish.
don't have faith.
He
Yeah,
said he
so-
had a question. What's the question, Jacob?
Like, how do you guys feel? Do you guys feel the same? I mean, I'm
Well,
not gonna lie, like I don't like it, but China is
What
really
don't
catching
you
up
like?
fast.
Well, hold on, Gator. I was answering.
What?
So, yeah, America has been slipping already for quite a long time. We used to have, we're still number one, but we used to have more power. And the last few administrations have been kind of overcorrecting to the point where we've allowed other countries to try to establish dominance all over the world and try to push us out. So, I do think that America has been slipping.
I don't think we've been slipping. I think that
Really? So how did China gain such a toehold everywhere?
because we allowed them to.
We allowed them.
Yeah.
How?
How?
By realizing that shit's cheaper when we allow
by
other people to
allowing
use
them
their slaves.
Manufacture most of our goods for pennies on the dollar.
And which administrations did that?
Most of our American manufacturing is done in China. I just bought my
You're proving my point, Gator.
Yeah, because okay.
I said it's been slipping for a while.
Manufacturing is not the end all be all.
It's not just manufacturing. It's also real estate.
Well,
it's also buying up different places.
That reminds me. We just had the law get passed on who can own what property and how we got rid of the ability for Chinese people to own a bunch of like land over here. The house that I was previously leasing was owned by a Chinese investor in China who owned multiple properties in this area. All of the properties are no longer under his ownership in my neighborhood. All of them.
Oh yeah.
Well, and Sam, as a patriot, Trump, you should know that, right?
Trump is bringing back America in the game.
No chinks for American
Okay,
patriots,
Gator,
right?
you can't. God damn it! Now I can't. I don't know if that word's gonna trigger the algorithm. I gotta drop you for that one.
Definitely racist.
Also, here's the current map of the Scientology building. This is everything they've mapped out. Let me just show you guys.
Do they have a legend of the characters yet?
Yes.
Snapshot of so-called speedrunners, including a man dressed like Jesus stampeding away from security at a Scientology building on Hollywood Boulevard, screaming as they sprint into the organization's notoriously clandestine halls. They're calling it speed-running Scientology. Their purpose isn't entirely clear, and some participants appear to be teenagers.
This trend creates chaos. It creates a spectacle.
I always forget that she was a
In
Scientologist.
Scientology, exactly what they want. The ability to position themselves as the victim.
After a recent incident last weekend, the LA Times reporting that the LAPD's Major Crimes Division has been tasked with investigating it as an alleged hate crime. This is
just running in the building and filming and Scientology going, hate crime. My thetan levels are so high. Digital. Oh my god, I need to do a live. Scientology is the only true religion. Prove me wrong.
Jesus.
L. Ron Hubbard said you don't know what you're talking about. I bet you don't even have thetan levels.
A question for you. What do you think about European Space Agency?
Europe has a space agency?
Europe is doing things with space?
Exactly. Because I recently got an offer proposal to work there. I was thinking, what do you think about that?
Have they done anything of significance? I haven't seen them do anything of significance recently.
They have a lot of research and equipment for the space, satellites and stuff. The only thing they doesn't do is launchers.
So none of the important stuff.
Hey, come on, man.
It's true. If you can't get your satellite to space, what's the point of making a satellite? Also, by that logic, Uganda
They
also
have their own
has a space
Starlink
program.
in development. All right, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. I gotta find this. I gotta pull this up. So, okay. What is playing?
I heard the sound.
Why is there a video playing? Okay.
What the fuck is that?
That was a NASCAR in the background. Okay. So this video held the world record. It's deepest Scientology or deepest recorded Scientology run. World record Scientology speed run. This held the record for like 3 days, and someone made it further.
Wow, it's nice in here. Okay, I'll leave.
Okay, bye. That's it. That's all they're doing.
There's a video where there's about a group of them, like kids, like running through it, and the Scientology started to catch on, and they created a way to divert them to the outdoor exit.
That's actually kind of funny.
It was like herding cattle.
That's
Like,
actually kind of funny. They have their own designated Karen in the building, we found out. No one's ever actually heard her say a word. It's just the look on her face.
Just fly an FPV drone at this point. not with an attached warhead.
Oh, Army, oh.
Hold on, speaking of FPV drones, did you see the video of the Americans stating that they want to implement FPV drones into fighting against school pupilers, but like without a warhead? But I thought they should just strap a warhead onto it. And
How about we just
call it a
shoot?
day.
How about we just shoot the person?
Just blow him up. That'll solve everything.
I mean, it does, but
There's still kids in the school.
yeah, but that's why you
fact
use
that-
a small explosive.
The fact that it's being like tested in America is.
I mean, I
it's
could
so
just
peak.
dome someone with the drone itself, ram it into their fucking head at 60 miles an hour.
That's what they did in the example. They said it hits you and like incapacitates you just with kinetic.
It does.
Energy. And I was like,
It fucking hurts.
it's not gonna.
You know, Sam, when the pro pallies come up and they're like, you know, if a school shooter took the whole school hostage,
Bomb the
would you,
school.
like...
I just tell that, I go, bomb the whole school.
Well, the U.S. did that in Iran. You guys just
We
bombed
did.
the school.
Oh, flagged for violent and criminal behavior.
Yeah, you showed the running through the Scientology building.
No, he literally just
No,
said to be
No, I gotta send this to my agency now. My agency's been proving that I've been being targeted, and TikTok's lying to them. So, the last few streams, pretty much every guest that I had was targeted.
Sam, I do
Hold on.
agree that you're being targeted. I just want to remind you that you just finished saying twice to Kaboom, a place of education.
Hold on, I want to back up. For a sec.
Hypothetical.
You have an agency.
Yeah, it's just my friend. She runs an agency that, like, it's basically the only purpose at this point is to get you better responses from TikTok. So, like, she has a representative that she talks to when she does appeals and stuff, and she can do appeals on my behalf.
I
How
get
much does
targeted
this
on
service
Facebook.
cost? Who the fuck uses Facebook?
A lot of people still do, and I get targeted on it.
I use Facebook.
Because you're old.
I know. I just turned 40 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I turned in my early 20s like 2 days ago.
Oh.
I don't like to say my age
Happy
because I'm gonna get
birthday, Golda.
Thank you, Quality.
Did you have a nice day?
It was pouring and cold, and we went to the Renaissance Fair, and it was pouring and cold. Very wet.
Did you get a
little-
turkey leg?
No, my
Exactly.
brother-in-law ate one though. Well, no, sorry. My brother-in-law's brother ate one, and it was gross.
Doesn't that make him your brother-in-law as well?
No. I don't know
Who's
how it
peeing in the
works.
background?
Yeah, who's
My
peeing?
brother-in-law's brother.
We had turkey legs at our wedding because we had a Renaissance costume wedding.
Oh, nice.
It was very crazy because I had just become a vegetarian.
Ooh, but I want to ask you guys this. So,
Anthony,
I
there's too much
honestly
going
think
on.
that we should avoid another Cold War with China. So I think that
Too
we
late.
need to
We're
like
already in it.
approach them.
I think it's a little late for that, Jake.
Yeah, you're a little late, bud.
Well, I think that we should at least like try to at least formalize that we shouldn't allow for things to happen like the previous Cold War.
But that's what we're doing. By initiating acts of strength, that's exactly what we're doing.
Jacob, I don't think you're looking at the positive aspects of a Cold War.
I mean, I get the positive aspects, but I don't, you know, there were too many things that were too risky with the previous one.
Jacob, the secret is, and Sam can agree with me or disagree with me, I don't think the Cold War ever actually ended.
I think there's a case to be made for that.
It evolved.
Oh wait,
I mean, maybe this, maybe the communists fled to China or something, and maybe they're trying. I don't know. I could see
No,
that.
it's we're still
then who did Israel
receiving
sign a peace
Russian
treaty with?
propaganda. If you look up Operation SIG, you can see how influential Russia and their propaganda chain has been dripping slowly into our society for
How long ago was
decades.
this comment? I missed a
Yeah,
comment
I
on
can see that
YouTube.
too.
I missed a comment on YouTube. Someone says, "Who did Israel sign a peace treaty with on Oslo in the '90s?" Too late for that argument. I'm thinking that was a comment when I said Palestine's not a country. They signed an agreement with the leadership of the Palestinians. That doesn't mean that they can still be a country. It's just their elected leadership. They're known as a national territory. They're not a country.
Actually, it wasn't even elected at that time. I think it was the PLO and Israel. They were in exile, and Israel flew them back from exile for this, or U.S. or somebody flew them back from exile for that.
Tap the screen, guys. Let's protect the live. Do the heart thingies, all that shit. We're at 6,000 likes. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, guys, there's 31 people here. Triple tap. Let's
There
get
was
Anthony
50
to
a second
15.
ago. What happened?
Let's get Anthony to 15K. You stop talking.
I can talk to you about the propaganda stuff because recently we've got some journalists discover some
What propaganda?
how many fake articles have been created just in Bulgaria.
Interesting. With regards to
I wish Bulgaria.
About
with regards to what?
propaganda.
Yeah, but like, what are they about?
Just pro-Russian propaganda. It's totally fake news, you know.
Speaking of
They
Russia,
just
Sam.
distribute fake news over like 8,000 pages.
Sam, did you see my message to you earlier today?
Yeah, I replied to it.
You did?
Yeah, you said, are you talking about the Oreshnik missiles?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. I've been at a party.
Yeah, Russia launched a bunch of Oreshniks and they hit Kyiv.
It's actually only one Oreshnik.
What is an
Okay,
Oreshnik?
the multiple,
Is
the
that like a-
Oreshnik
is that
missile
like
is
a
their
cluster bomb?
it's the Oreshnik is their intermediate range ballistic missile, which has multiple reentry vehicles, which is what you saw falling out of the sky.
It had 36 warheads.
Yeah, is it like a cluster bomb or it just like separate?
No,
it's like a
so
big bomb
a MIRV
that-
is a multiple reentry vehicle system. So MIRV meaning it's like what normally with intercontinental ballistic missiles or intermediate range ballistic missiles, they go up in a ballistic path, and then pod separates the front and it separates into a bunch of different vehicles which can go independently to different targets. So think of really high up cluster munition, but also accurate, where they can go to their own designated targets instead of just falling in a fucking area.
And really big cluster munitions. They're not just like
big.
Were they, I heard they were
Yeah, they split in 4 clusters.
I heard they were intercepting a bunch. Did they was there a
Not
lot of
the
damage?
Oreshniks.
Ukraine doesn't have anything to intercept.
Well, they do, but they just don't have the fucking.
Well, I don't even know. Patriot can't even intercept.
It can. Patriot can intercept
that's what the
anything with the
THAAD was
ballistic.
for.
It can intercept. So THAAD is meant for exo-atmospheric interceptions, which they don't have that. But the Patriot can intercept things with a ballistic trajectory as well, which a MIRV, multiple reentry vehicle. As far as I know, the Oreshnik reentry vehicles don't have the capability to maneuver at rapid rates, which means they should, in theory, be able to be intercepted. But when you've got that many targets on your screen at that time, you've got a limited amount of missiles to launch. Which one do you fucking pick?
Well, the problem for the Ukrainians was that the Oreshnik didn't come first. Even if it did, I don't think they could intercept it. But
Yeah, they are saying that they are trying to open now a second front line from the Belarusian border.
well, that's
And
what
I
Zelensky's
think
been saying
this
for a
is
while.
going to happen very time soon, you know, like in a few weeks already gonna happen for sure.
It's possible, but I think it's improbable.
They actually started 2022 in February. They attacked from there. Actually, they started the war from there. So it's not
Pro-Kremlin
probable. It's
narratives
for
attempted
sure.
to
We just
discredit
don't
the
know when.
parliamentary elections in Hungary and Bulgaria. Interesting.
Was there a lot of people hurt? Sorry, was there a lot of people hurt?
In Kiev, we
What do you
still don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, it's still fresh. They're still going through stuff.
But the Russians are kind of pissed after what happened in Luhansk, so they don't give a fuck.
Thank you for the fan club thingy. Let's see. Zionism is the cancer of the humanity. Why don't you tell me what it is, Zato? Or why don't you come up here? I invited you up. Why'd you decline it? Or are you just a bot? Because you're not typing. What's y'all's opinion on the deal with Iran? Which deal?
The one that Trump just said that they
He just announced something?
today. It's really bad.
Oh, you're talking. Okay, I thought there was something new.
No,
That's what I was talking about in my live earlier.
Yeah, I thought there was something new that we missed.
no. That's what I said today.
No, he's just posting more AI bullshit.
Yeah, but like, what's his face?
Entertainment.
Ted Cruz responded to it. Like, I hope it's just a fucking ploy, but like, I have trust issues, so like, whatever. It's bad. No puppy.
Say hi. Want to say hi or just want to stand and try to kiss me? Histo, how are you near Copenhagen?
Yeah, like 1 hour away.
How are the people around you feeling about America?
Oh, I haven't talked to any locals. They're just going to their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to a tourist guide and they wasn't very happy about Trump. You know, there was all the 3 guys that I hired basically was talking trash about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my feeling is about them. They doesn't like him, but
Mhm.
they're just misinformed. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Well, he kind of talks down to Denmark, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you own Green. I mean, he wanted to take Greenland, and then there was some protests.
Yeah, I wanted to take Greenland. This never actually happened. He just throw sand in the eyes of Putin that he gonna collapse NATO, and after that they united even further. You know, they agreed to invest together, Europe with the United States, to invest in the Greenland. So they are building NATO bases there. So
Oh, that's right. I think Anthony was saying that.
Yeah. I'm still confused on what the fuck. Is there anything else anyone has seen on the deal with Iran, the supposed deal with Iran? Because the only thing that I've seen that would be official is we will reward them more if they behave. We haven't come to an agreement on the nukes, and also Israel and Hezbollah will stop fighting, but if Hezbollah fucks around, Israel's allowed to go back at it. What's the point of the deal? This is just business as usual.
Here's some of the information that I had seen.
Oh, wow.
The deal includes everything that you said, like a pausing to all the fighting, including Lebanon, and that they would postpone talks about nuclear deals for 30 days and like restart them exclusively on like the
So this is
nuclear
business
question.
as usual.
Businesses, yeah. It's just a
Like
weird.
This is a nothing burger. This deal
title
isn't a deal. I don't get what the point is. Thank you for joining the team. I don't get the point of this. Like, I really don't.
I'm not sure there is gonna be a deal soon, guys. Basically,
probably not.
You know, between the end of the First World War and the beginning of the Second World War, there is like 2 decades, and between the end of Second World War till nowadays, it's like 80 years. So these countries has been arming for a while, and this war is gonna continue for at least 10 years now.
Nah, it wouldn't be that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the deal is basically does not include, it postpones any talks about Iran's nuclear stockpiles.
Yeah, it doesn't really. The deal does nothing.
Nothing.
He says, "Hey, we're gonna stop for a bit so people can get some oil." That's it.
It's really because of the midterms, probably.
I mean,
The
it wouldn't.
midterms.
It didn't even help with the midterms. This is a whole nothing burger. This is literally
Really?
just a nothing burger.
Before I go to bed, I'm just gonna say tap the screen, donate.
Can you tap your
for
toast?
just
Can we see your toast,
for
Army?
for 30 cents a day. You can feed
So,
this man.
so what?
Army, let's see your toast. Come on, let's
So
see
you
it.
not agree, Anthony, with
Give
me?
me a sec.
What do you, why, when do you think this war is gonna end? I'm telling you, like from the beginning, now from 2022 officially, yeah, you're gonna end like probably 2032. 10 years.
Why? Why would it go that long?
I just explained to you.
But
It will end when I
why?
say it ends.
Yeah, like the U.S. is like we're chilling right now. We could level shit if we want to. We can go in if we want to. There's no purpose for us to go in right now. We don't have the need to.
It's perfect.
Oh my god, it's not burnt today. Oh my god,
Yeah. Except the bread is
it's
kind of
not
fucked up.
burnt. Yeah, what the fuck is the shape of your bread loaf?
It got squished.
Oh my god, it's still as hard as a brick. Why does your desk look so Soviet?
Okay, I love this desk. Like, I refuse. Everything in my room is new except for my desk because I refuse to get a new desk.
So basically, the war is gonna continue because the countries has a lot of armies built during the period after the Second World War.
See you.
I mean, we're not.
So-
It's not even really a war. It's like neither side has declared war right now. We're just kind of fucking them up with zero repercussions. Like we're there until we get bored or until Iran decides to fucking play ball.
Well, basically, what I understood is that Europe is taking over the conflict of Ukraine versus Russia, and Iran.
They've been
is
doing
going
that for a while.
Yeah, United States gonna be dealing with Iran.
Yeah, but there's also with us exiting the stuff. As much as I don't like that we're exiting the stuff with Ukraine because we did like over a year ago already. We're kind of refocusing on China as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look, to be honest, I think we need to end this shit.
Europe
with
is
everyone.
also joining against China. I don't know if you know about it. They are talking in the European Parliament about this stuff. They are trying to get off the market from China, bring it back to Europe.
Yeah, I have zero faith in that. Just like I had, just like when the European countries said, "Oh, we're Russian oil free," but if you peel off the sticker that says "Made in India," it just says "Made in Russia" underneath that. I have zero faith that China will ever be off the, or that Europe will ever be off the Chinese or the Russian market.
Well, not anytime soon, but they are building a program now. They're starting to build nuclear reactors in Europe. Lots of them.
Yeah, how
lots
many
of
years
them.
until all that's unfucked?
Basically, you need. They are talking about small size reactors.
But again, how many years until that's even reliable in any capacity?
Maximum 3 years.
So 3 years, and then we should start seeing an offset to where they no longer need Russian oil.
Kinda.
I'll believe that when I see it. Because again, they've been saying for 4 years now almost, we're Russian oil free. They're not. They never have been. As much as I don't like Trump, he was right when they told them they were stupid for getting rid of their nuclear programs in Germany and such, and for being so dependent on Russian oil that it was going to come back to bite them in the ass. He was right, and everyone they literally laughed at him when he said that.
Yeah. That's why I support him because he told them the truth, and he actually bring back Europe to start working for us, for the people, because they are fucking doing their own thing. Nobody was caring about anything. Yeah.
Tap the screen, guys. Share it up. Get more guests in here. But need more coffee.
So last year when J.D. Vance went to the Munich convention there, what the fuck is this about the defense? He told them in 30 minutes, like, basically everything, that it's their fault, that the United States doesn't fear about outside threats, but within inside. And that's the whole point here.
Yeah, I don't like how he did it, though. I get that they have a point. The problem is they're not going about it the right way. Like when Trump said, hey, the rest of NATO needs to step up with their spending. Cool. You are correct. Absolutely. That is a good point, Trump. And then he goes, or else we're leaving NATO. And it's like, whoa, hold on a minute. How do we go from A to B? What just happened?
Well, these things about media stuff is basically to throw sand in the eyes of Putin because, they're lowering their guards when they see that there is some sort of threats for collapsing NATO, and that's why they do it. It's also very strategic.
I don't like the way they go about things.
Yeah, well, you look what he does. That's all I'm saying. Look, not only what he says, but what he does.
Oh, I'm aware.
No, I see that you're a weak guy. And the like 90% of all the live streams are like gay, lesbian Democrats who are talking trash against Trump.
I mean, that's also my life. I probably say more gay things than most gay people.
No.
Just wait till there's a bunch of military dudes up here with me. It gets real gay. It gets real gay real quick.
Don't
No,
say
no, they
Zabby's
doesn't.
name 3 times.
Yeah, no, we're not
They-
bringing Mickey up.
You know, they doesn't even want to talk to me, you know, because I tell them some stuff, and they disagree, and they just kick me out.
I mean, that's how we. How can anyone who can read be pro-Israel? Quite easily, really, Jamie. Would you like to come up and talk about it, Jamie?
The problem, Jamie, is that you guys like to tout about the Gazans' high literacy, but you never talk about the fact that you all lack comprehension skills and critical thinking. So it's not just reading, it's understanding what you're reading.
I mean, I don't take literacy rates too seriously when there is no standard classification for literacy. It literally is just, can you read and write a complete sentence? There's no level of the sentence. There's no structure to the sentence. There's no complexity. It's just, can you read and write a sentence? That's it. Congratulations, you're literate. It's like when Cuba's like, we have 100% literacy. Okay. Is the sentence you had everyone right? I want food? Stanford studies
Jamie, why
prove the
don't you request
Palestinians
that?
are indigenous. Can you show me those studies, Jamie?
Come up, Jamie.
And show me which study has not been withdrawn or debunked.
Well, Jimmy, I feel like Israel should exist. I feel like after the H cost, it has a right to exist. I just don't like any of the policies that Benjamin Netanyahu is doing.
Which policy?
Jamie, why don't you just come on up here? Because links don't work in the chat. Just come on up here.
Anthony, can you explain for the audience what
Wait,
Zionism?
Carissa, one second.
Wait,
I'm
wait
sorry.
a sec. Jacob, what policy? Can you give an example of what policy of Netanyahu's that you don't like?
I mean, it goes more than just Netanyahu. I don't like a lot of the stuff that.
But that's what you said as the example. You said you don't like
give an example
Netanyahu and
of
his
a
policies. Yeah.
The whole Gazan war, I feel like that's been a whole dumpster fire.
Okay,
Like I said.
that's not a policy. See, words have meaning, though,
It would
Jacob.
have a lot of policies. In it.
Jacob, you're the one that said, though, that if I remember correctly, you're someone who said you wanted to go into. Are you the person who said you wanted to go into politics and stuff previously?
Later in life.
Okay, so here's a lesson for you. Words have meaning. Words mean things. You don't just get to change and just use words as you please. So when you say stuff like, I don't like his policies, and then when someone directly asks you, can you give me an example of this policy? And you go, well, you know, the whole thing. That's not how that works. If someone asked me, what's a policy of Netanyahu's that you do not like, I would say something like, I don't like that Netanyahu flip-flops on the private industry in Israel pre-war and changes around who owns what and the rights of owners with their private businesses, which fucks over a lot of small business owners, which has led to multiple of my friends losing their financial stake and losing their livelihoods. I would talk about something like that. So when you say you don't like a policy or the policies of Netanyahu, can you give me an example?
Okay, so I'm gonna use the Gazan, whatever's going on, as an example. Okay.
No.
I don't like the way that Benjamin Netanyahu has allowed his country to be accused of genocide. I don't like that. If I was a leader at that time, I would step back.
Anyway, just because someone gets accused of something doesn't mean he allowed for it. That's nothing to do with Netanyahu.
Yeah, Jacob, they have been accusing Israel of genocide since before Netanyahu was prime minister. They've been accusing Israel of genocide since after the 67 war.
I mean, I know,
I'll
but the
link
things that
you.
are happening in Gaza are horrendous.
Jamie,
It's called
really
a
bad.
war.
Jamie, come on up here because links don't work in the chat. And I don't care if you have a study that you're going to think I'm going to say it's propaganda. We actually read things here. Jacob, yeah, this whole thing of, well, he's allowed his country to be accused of genocide. Like Golda said, that's been going on since long before Netanyahu. Being accused of something, who gives a fuck if your country gets accused of something? America's gotten accused of shit like that all the fucking time. Who cares? Oh no, you made an accusation. Anyways, back to business.
Jacob, you are aware that Hamas is a terrorist organization, correct?
Yep, totally. I think it's all
Okay,
a
wait.
bullshit farm.
I'm going to ask you a question. I just want you to answer. Are you aware that they are the elected government of Gaza?
That is true, and that's a major. Yeah,
So
I
wait,
don't.
hold on. I
Sorry.
don't want to dialogue. I just want to get to a point with you. So I'm just going to ask you, and you're going to answer. And we're going to get to this point. Are you aware that they committed an invasion by land, air, and sea on October 7th, murdered 1,200 people, raped, SA'd, and then kidnapped 250 civilians into Gaza?
Yes,
Okay. Are you aware that Hamas does not wear uniforms when they are fighting?
Yes.
Are you aware that Hamas shoots rockets at Israeli civilian infrastructure from Palestinian civilian infrastructure?
Okay, I get
schools
what
and
you're saying, and I
hospitals?
get what you're doing, but I need. But
No,
also,
no, hold on. We're getting to a point here.
you just
Are
keep
you
making me
aware? Are
repeat
you
things that are
aware of
pro-Israeli
how?
when
Are
these
you
come out of my
aware?
mouth.
Stop. Are you aware of how many rockets Hamas was sending over to Israel every year before October 7th?
I do not know the exact number of rockets.
It's a minimum of 6,000 per year.
Thousands.
Do you know how many terrorist attacks are in Israel every year?
That actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the exact number of terrorist attacks, but I do know that they do happen.
Offhand, I
and
don't know
like that.
exactly, but I believe in 2023 it was around 11, something around like 11,000. It was a high number. I don't remember off the top of my head. It was a lot. My point is, or no, I think it's 11,000 from a certain time period. My point is that do you expect Israel to be attacked by a terrorist organization who hides behind civilian and then not do anything about it?
I mean, look, this is my honest
I
take.
want you to answer me.
This is my honest take. I will answer you. This is my honest take. I feel like if I was in Benjamin Netanyahu's place,
You're going to
and it
tell
had
me
boiled
what you
down
wouldn't
to
do. That's not what I want to know.
And I got to restart. I'm gonna restrict it again. I got to restart.
Fuck.
Everyone come back. All right, there we go. Oh God. We'll play some music while we wait for everyone to come back in.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask this guy Jacob if he just joined. Brother, do you know that Putin just recently accused Ukraine of terrorism attacks?
Yeah,
Do you
we'll
know
get
that?
to just let's everyone get back in here. Oh wait. That's how people get back in here. Tap the screen, guys. Let's get more viewers in here. Let's get everyone back in. Do the live thing. Join the team. Whatever the shit. The other streams are doing okay. Oof. Down to 4 viewers in the other stream. That's not good. Can I change the layout midstream? No, I cannot.
I have to change my settings because Bulgarians are following me whenever I go. No. They're coming to your live stream.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
You see a lot of Russian flags in the comments.
That happens. I get that all the time, anyways. White House shooting suspect identified, but we already saw that. Tap the screen, get everyone back in here. Hang on. Let's invite. But.
But I guess kind of off topic. How do you guys feel America could get its place back solidly in number one?
What?
How do you feel America could solidly get its place back in
Already
number
doing
one?
it, brother. Trump is already doing it.
We're losing our stance in the present. I mean, I'm not arguing it's because Trump, but like as he's president, our
No, he's bringing back United States together. Believe me.
We're
You
all-
already
yeah,
lost with
well,
Biden and Obama a lot.
We're already attempting to stop losing our global positioning. Now, I may not necessarily agree with how we're doing it entirely, but we're still attempting to get it back already.
How would you do it?
We're already doing it, is what I said. Re-strengthening our position in the world, bringing back manufacturing to America.
Yeah, basically, you know why the United States has such a big debt, Jacob? You know why?
Why?
Hmm? You don't know?
What are you saying?
Why the national debt of the United States is so big?
Oh, the government spends too much. The government is spending too much. Citizens are also spending too much.
No, you spend too much for other countries. That's why.
True.
True. Yeah, I feel that might be true. We
It's
don't
not
have
the
enough
only
money
reason.
to do that healthily.
NATO, the whole NATO was basically like 70-80% United States. You know.
Yeah,
Now,
but that's not funding that goes to NATO. Let's be clear. That's not money that goes to NATO. That's money that's spent on units within the U.S. military that are able to be used with NATO operations.
Yeah, in other countries.
But those are still, it's spent on American military units. It's not spent on other countries.
The American, that's why they withdraw a lot of units of Germany, you know, of Europe.
We didn't withdraw a lot of units. No, we didn't withdraw. We took back like one battalion that wasn't even fully set up. That's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
they're gonna withdraw even more soldiers, believe me.
People have been saying that for years. Not gonna happen.
Trump is doing the right thing. I always say that.
If removing our strategic positioning across the world is not the right thing. That's why I said don't agree with everything he's doing with it.
Yeah, but the national debt, you have to take care of that one.
Yeah, that's the NATO spending has nothing to do with the national debt. NATO spending on United States military units is not going to have anything to do to solve the debt at all.
It's not only NATO, but you do also United States operations without NATO. So you spend a lot of now the Iranian war. It's not NATO. It's United States money.
I don't think you understand how NATO funding works.
Yeah, this is nothing to do with NATO now. The war in Iran.
No,
is
but I'm
only
saying even
United
before
States.
that, I don't think you understand how NATO funding works. We don't pay to NATO. No one gives money to like some big bank account for NATO. Your NATO budget is the money you spend on your own units within your own military that are allowed to be used for NATO operations in conjunction with other NATO units. Well, I don't think gold is coming
All right,
back.
you get the point, right? You get the point that basically you're trying to spread all over the world, try to fight lots of different countries that are with terrorist regimes, and this is ramping up the national debt. While Europe is chilling around and say, okay, United States is gonna take care of that.
I wouldn't say us being stationed in different areas in the world is adding to debt. Like, that's a non-issue. Like, our spending on the military and Department of Defense is insignificant in comparison to everything else. Like, over 50% of our national budget goes to just healthcare alone and social services.
Yeah, but they're saying now that this war is like costs $1 billion per day only. Something
Yeah,
like that.
because people don't know how stuff like that works. Like, this is the whole thing of, like, even before the bombs started dropping, people were saying it's costing us X billions of dollars per day to have these aircraft carriers here. The task groups or the carrier strike groups that were sent there were already on the water. That is stuff that is already allocated in the budget to be under operation at sea already. So the extra cost doesn't come into effect until after we have to start dropping munitions and stuff and doing flight ops. Like, other than that, it's business as usual. We already allocated the money for those ships to be in certain regions of the world because they were already going to do that anyways. But they factor that in when they go, oh, it costs this much to do per day. They're adding in the cost of what it was going to take for that ship to already be in the water.
Well, if they launch bombs, you mean there is the extra spending, yeah?
Yeah, when you start getting into flight ops, I mean, other than the normal operations, because we still do that stuff normally. Like, you're still going to have planes flying around and bombs getting dropped normally when we're underway, just but for training purposes. Tap the screen, guys. Share it up.
Special operation in Venezuela and Cuba wasn't. This was additional spending as well, no?
Yeah, I mean, not the operation of the ship as well, but when you do an actual operation, when you go out on a mission, that's where the extra spending comes in. Even then, we still have a budgetary thing set aside for stuff like that to conduct operations, but the cost of, like, the ships being out at sea anyways, that's all accounted for already. Like, those were already going to be at sea.
Yeah, what I'm saying is basically the United States was carrying around all of these operations around the world, and Europe was chilling, doesn't get involved or anything. So this thing has to change.
I don't disagree. I think the European countries should pitch in more to global security efforts, but that's not what's going to solve our national debt, and neither is pulling back units from countries like Germany.
They're gonna start reducing it little by little.
No, because, okay, those units still exist. Those units still have soldiers that need to be paid. Those units still have equipment that needs to be maintained. We're still going to pay for that stuff. Now you just pay for them in a different location. You're still paying for it. It doesn't reduce our spending.
Yeah, not gonna reduce it drastically, but it's gonna reduce it.
Not enough to make it, not even a fraction of a percent. Does nothing. It literally does nothing.
Sam, do you know what the European Union is spending currently? Because I remember watching a whatchamacallit. What the hell do we call it? I remember watching a thing where they're like, it's like the House Oversight Committee, and they're like, hey, we need to increase our budget. I don't know what Europe calls that kind of thing.
Well, just a budgetary meeting?
Well, no, it's like a European Union budget, like, hey, defense type of thing.
For defense, the SAFE program, you're talking about SAFE program?
In total, I think the entirety of the EU spends like just under 400 billion per year on defense.
Well, no, everybody's supposed to spend like 2 or like 3%. They're spending
that's NATO. That's NATO stuff. That's not the EU. So that'd be NATO spending, and that's money that was spent. So let's say your country's spending 3% or putting in 3% for NATO. All that means is that 3% of your GDP goes towards units within your military on top of your defense budget. 3% goes into those units to be used for NATO operations. Hammer, get up here. So like, if we have a unit that can be used for NATO operations, that unit will get that extra funding from that.
Well, I know the European Union was trying to up the budget for everybody across the board.
That's
because-
outside of NATO. That's not the NATO stuff. What they were trying to do is get people to
think it
spend
might
more
be-
money.
I think it might be NATO.
No. Well,
But
there is separate stuff like that. Hammer, you probably remember the when Europe was trying to get a couple countries to up their total defense spending, not just what they contribute to NATO, but their total defense spending budgets. And they were coming up with like, hey, how do we integrate Ukraine into this? They were coming up with these $100 billion packages to up their defense spending.
Yeah,
because like I think it wasn't like Germany's one of those countries where like by law they're only allowed to spend a certain amount on defense. They were trying to change all that.
No, it's not. It's not that they're allowed to spend a certain amount on. It's not that they're allowed to spend a certain amount on defense. They have a mechanism for going into debt. If they want to go into a certain amount of debt, they have to they have to do an exemption to the law because they're only allowed to be in debt to a certain amount.
And there's exceptions and stuff for the different countries and industries and stuff. Like
they have to approve. It's similar to our debt ceiling where we have the debt limit that we have to raise, except theirs is far more strict. So it really depends on the fact that they don't have the money. They can't spend any more on defense. They're broke. They're broke.
They are giving away now. They built a grant program. 800 billion of euro will be distributed above to 2030 for defense industry in Europe. I don't know about.
They won't spend it. They don't have it.
They do have it.
They do not. They are so far in debt. It's ridiculous.
Fucking have it. Listen.
Where do they have it though?
Where do they have it? They're going to print it.
Do you know about SAP?
We're going to print it.
Where do they have the money though?
Where's it coming from?
Inflation,
taxes.
Taxes from whom?
From the countries in the union.
Yeah, except places like Germany have such high unemployment. You don't get in taxes from people that don't work.
That's ridiculous.
Germany's unemployment is like double ours.
They're closing factories because
they're closing their factories. They're closing their factories.
Shit. I work here in Europe, and
I don't care what you work. It doesn't matter where you work. You can look at the data. You can look at the data. How many people has the automotive industry in Germany laid off in the past 3 years?
Let me talk.
Germany's unemployment rate is currently 6.4%.
And what's the youth unemployment rate?
Now listen what I was saying. Saab switched to.
How many automotive jobs has Germany lost in the last 3 years?
Can you let me finish, please?
After you answer my question, you can say whatever you want.
I was answering your question before you even asked.
No, it's a number. I just need a number.
No, let me finish first, and I will.
I need a number.
75,000 jobs.
75,000. So those 75,000 people are no longer paying taxes. Right?
75,000 just in the last 2 years.
In one sector.
112,000 if we go back to 2019.
That's bullshit.
So those 112,000 people that no longer work in the automotive industry, what happens when you raise? What happens when
that's
you
not
raise?
bullshit. That's from the. That's not bullshit. It's from the German government.
Let me finish, brother.
How much in tax? If you raise taxes,
shit, man. Stop
if you raise, yeah, but you're just lying. But you're just lying. He just gave you the data.
What I'm saying to
he just gave you the official data from the German government.
Hello.
He just gave you the official government data. And you're saying it's not true because you work there. Now, who am I going to believe? You or the German government? Why would they lie?
Because automobile industry is.
Why would they lie?
Collapse. Because the automobile industry is in collapse.
Why would they lie?
Is it Audi?
A lot of automobile industries are switching now to defense.
Audi or BMW?
Volkswagen and Saab already switched to defense industry. Now Volkswagen is switching to defense.
Those 112,000 people. What happens when you raise? What happens when you raise taxes? What happens when you raise taxes?
This is what I'm saying. They're gonna open the defense industry.
Yeah, no one cares. What happens when you raise taxes on
You
people
don't
that are what? I'll fucking mute you all day long. You
listen.
I'll mute you all day fucking long. You fucking Euro
Okay,
trash.
talk.
What happens when you raise taxes on the 112,000 people that no longer are working?
Those guys don't have jobs, right, Hammer?
Exactly.
Yeah, they
You
gone
can
there.
raise taxes, but if no one's working, it doesn't matter. You can't raise taxes on people that don't pay taxes. So, like, how dumb are you?
Wait, hang on. Damn! In
Dumb.
1 year, they
Very
laid
dumb.
off. In 1 year, they laid off 51,500 people.
Yeah, because of the
And-
automobile industry.
Yes, that's what
I
we're
was trying
talking
to
about.
Explain to you, auto fucking mobile industry.
They
And
need
Those
to
people were
invest-
fired.
They
were
need
not
to
Volkswagen-
diverse their fucking
Volkswagen is
portfolio.
switching to defense industry, brother.
Those people.
They're
might
gonna
wanna
bring
fucking
back
invest
people.
Listen very closely,
wait,
Euro
hold on,
trash.
hold on,
Those
Risto.
people were fired. They weren't reassigned. They were
Risto,
let go.
so like
They will
GM,
be.
wait, hang on, Risto. General Motors in the United States, when General Motors switches over to doing stuff for the defense industry, because the United States government can just go to General Motors and go, "You make tanks now." General Motors goes,
Well, and
"You
Ford,
got." Hang on, I'm just giving one example, Cater. They go, "You got it,
Sorry.
boss. I make tanks now." Those employees still stay there. Those employees just make tanks now instead of cars. They don't get laid off or fired. This is cool. We're switching to defense industry stuff. Sure, they're still firing hundreds of thousands of people, or over 100,000 people.
No, that's
Again,
just one sector.
yeah, that's what
Anthony.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In just 1 year, they let off 51,500 people, equating to 6.7% of the sector's total workforce.
And they're spending. They just came out with a report from Germany. I just read about it yesterday. They're spending $40 billion a year
Yeah. Can you
on
can you check
welfare. I'm in the middle of talking. Will you
kind
shut
of
your mouth?
people,
I'm in the
are
middle
being
of talking. Will you shut your mouth?
No, can you check what kind of people are being fired?
It doesn't matter. Human people. That's who's being fired.
What?
Okay, I'm going to keep muting you because you can't control yourself. But this is why we should have finished
Okay,
you guys off.
Democrat.
This is why
Okay.
we should have just finished you all off in World War II and shouldn't have fucking left you to be alive. Now,
Democrat for sure.
you guys spend $40 billion a year on welfare for fucking migrants. $40 billion a year.
Which
for
country
people that
was it
shouldn't be
that
in the
just
country.
announced they spend more per year on a migrant than they do than a civilian makes?
Not only that, they're paying. Well, I don't know if they do it in Germany. They do it in England. They pay for all the Muslim wives. So even though I know in England, for example, it's against the law to have multiple wives, but they make an exception for Muslims, and each wife gets welfare. So they're encouraged to have more wives. I'm
Hey,
sure it's probably true in Germany.
On the bright side for us, Hammer, one of the main reasons they're having all these job layoffs in Europe is because they're coming to us instead.
Well, Volkswagen just switched over one of their plants, and they're going to start making Iron Dome parts for Israel. It was Raffaelli or Elbit is now taking over is going to be working, but that doesn't matter for the people that were fired. The people that were fired don't pay taxes. You can raise taxes
people
on them.
that were fired were fucking cleaners there in the factories, motherfucker.
Did they
You
pay
don't know nothing
taxes?
about
Did they pay taxes?
They are going now to courts.
Did they pay taxes?
They are now.
Did they pay taxes?
Wait, hold on.
Did they pay taxes?
Hold on, Risto. You're telling
It's
me
not even true.
You're telling me that since 2019, all 112,000 of the people that the automotive industry has laid off were cleaners?
Yeah.
Like
all 112,000 people were cleaners.
Typical useless profession, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Cleaners, all 112,000.
Not cleaners, but typical something typical to cleaner. You know,
Manufacturing
something that
It doesn't even matter what they were. The fact is, they were fired. They lost their jobs.
Yeah, but
and they're
we
no
don't
longer
need
paying
those.
taxes.
We need technicians, man. Now they are studying to be technicians.
No, they're not. No, they're not. There's no evidence. You're just making that up.
You
dude.
fucking don't
You
know
shut your
that.
mouth, you fucking
You
crowd.
don't know
Shut
that.
your mouth. Shut your mouth,
He's
you
not
fucking
German.
crowd.
He's not German.
Shut your mouth, you fucking crowd.
He's not German.
Well, I don't care what he is. He sounds like a fucking crowd.
And Hammer's not a Democrat either.
Gay Democrat. This is what he is.
He's not gay,
Gay
nor is he a
Democrat.
Democrat.
Okay,
I'm
listen.
not
He's a
gay,
gay
dude. I'm not gay.
Democrat.
Ask your mom. Ask your
You
mom.
sound
I'm not
like
Jesus.
gay.
Oh, Jesus.
Ask your
He
mom. I'm
munched
not
your
gay.
box last night.
Ask your mom. I'm not gay. I fucking came all over her face.
Oh
All
my
over her
God.
face.
like a lesbian.
All over your mom's face. Go ask her about it.
Oh,
Go ask her
so
about
you're
it.
trans.
Go ask her about it. Go
What?
ask your mom. Go ask your mom. I fucking put the Hawaiian Islands on her
So
face.
basically, Germany
There's
has
Hawaii.
this program.
There's
Germany has
Lanai.
this program.
There's
Has program
Kauai.
for
There's
qualified
Maui.
people.
Oh.
People who doesn't have profession, they go to study while they are unemployed.
There
and,
is no
get
evidence of that.
Wait,
Show us
wait,
where
wait.
that's
Hold on,
happening.
hold on.
There
Hammer,
is a
let's go with
fucking
it.
evidence.
Let's go with it. Wait. So, Hristo, they're now going to college and studying while they're unemployed. Who's paying for it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Who-
It's part of the social security there.
Wait. So, like Hammer said, you're now paying thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably billions of dollars for 112,000 people to go to school because those people don't have a job to pay for the taxes themselves.
It's not
Yeah,
even
but this
true.
is long-
But
it's
even if it is,
long-term
it's wor-
shit,
even if it is,
long-term.
Hammer, it would be worse. That would prove your point even more, even if it were true.
No, it's long-term thing, Anthony. It's not like we fire those people now.
Germany hasn't experienced growth in a decade.
Yes, that's true because we have a limited energy supply from Russia. They were stupid enough.
Oh
to
yeah, you
take
guys. You mean
80%
shutting down all your energy sources was a
80% of
bad
oil
idea?
from
God,
Russia.
who told Germany that they shouldn't shut down their energy supply?
Angela Merkel, the
No,
KGB
Trump.
agent.
Trump said it.
The KGB agent.
Well, did you guys keep your coal power plants
And nuclear?
and nuclear? I
No, they
remember
shut
you
it
guys
down.
shutting that shit down.
All I'm saying is that they know the problems and they're working to resolve it.
And they will not fix it.
Yes, they will, but
They've
gonna
had a
take
decade of
decades.
no growth.
Yeah,
A decade.
it's gonna take decades. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck to you. Good luck. Good luck to your decades of fixing a problem that you're not going to fix.
Should fix it.
They're gonna fix it.
urgently.
It's a little late to start fixing it now.
They're not fixing it.
I'm saying it's a little late
They
to
should
start.
Fix that shit
They,
urgently.
they were
That-
stupid
that's what-
enough that
that's
they
fucking
give
mass.
power so much to Russia to take 80% of the oil.
And they're
energy
still
sources
buying oil from Russia. They're still buying from Russia.
Yeah, but not like 80% like before the war.
Really? So just
Yeah.
because it has a sticker that says "Made in India" now, if you peel that
No,
sticker
we're
off, it
taking
still
from
says
Canada. We are taking from Africa, United States, Norway.
from Canada. What
only like
percentage of
15%,
European
I think, is
oil
from,
is coming
Russia.
from Canada?
Like only 50%, 15%. from
Canada
Russia now.
supplies a very small fraction of Europe's total crude oil, generally accounting for less than 2%.
Yeah.
So you're not just replacing it with Canada. What percentage of Russian or of European oil and LNG still
And gas.
comes from Russia, despite
Europe's
being-
kind of fucked because they don't have any oil reserves. You know.
We do, but they are.
Well, you know,
Almost
you
finished.
guys have I don't think you guys have oil reserves, but you have
We do, but they are
fine
almost
min-
finished.
or, you guys have fine minerals, you know, to secure like minerals,
Anthony,
and
it's
diamonds.
like
and
15% oil in gas supply from Russia now. Before the war was 80.
Well, that's from Russia. We need to get it from Europe. Like, well, you might consider Russia Europe, but there's like a
no, it's
Russia
nothing to do with
Europe
Russia. It's
and a
nothing to do
Russia
with Europe.
Asia.
Nothing to do with Europe, believe me.
Yeah. So there's like Russia Asia, Russia Europe, but the other parts of Europe, like France, Switzerland, Spain, all the other countries, they need to get some.
So nearly 20% of Europe's oil and liquid natural gas is still coming from Russia.
Yeah,
That's a lot. That's a fuck ton.
It was fucking 80 before the war, man. This is what I'm saying.
and it's very hard to switch from such an amount of.
It wouldn't have been
petrol and
hard if you
gas
had listened to
in
us
1
years
year,
ago.
you know.
If you all had listened to us years ago, it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, but they
Anthony,
wanted
what does
to
this headline say? From January 30th, 2026. What does this say?
Good. This is
Germany's
very good
industrial
news.
engine sputters as Bosch axes 20,000 jobs. Ooh.
Very good.
Bosch axes. Are these all these 20,000 jobs? Are these all
Yeah, man, you
janitors?
don't know. You don't
Are
know
these all
shit about.
janitors? Are these all cleaners?
Yes. Yes.
All 20,000 are cleaners?
Yes, they were.
They have
cleaning.
20,000 janitors.
Yes.
Do you know how dumb you sound?
Talking
Do you know
to
how
you
dumb
like
you're
this because you
telling
don't
me
know
all
nothing,
these
man.
20,000 people,
Listen.
all
Now,
these
Bosch
20,000
is a-
people are
Bosch is a
cleaners.
company that established a business.
German industrial giant
that can
Bosch on
nobody
Friday,
take.
stop talking. German
And
industrial
nobody
giant
can
Bosch
take.
on Friday confirmed plans to cut 20,000 jobs after
Yeah.
profits. I'm still talking. After profits nearly halved
Nobody
last
listen
year,
to you. Still
underlying
talking.
the
Nobody
mounting
listen.
strain on Germany's once dominant manufacturing sector and increasing the pressure on politicians in Berlin to find a solution. Official data released Friday also shows Germany's unemployment rate rising to 6.6%, the highest level in 12 years. The number of
Wow.
unemployed people surpassed 3 million in January. Are those all janitors? 3 million
Basically,
people are
what you
unemployed
don't
in
know is-
Germany. Are they all
Here, so
janitors?
even if they were janitors, they're clearly necessary positions. Like the people that you consider janitors in useless positions. Here's to my factory. I work at an automotive plant. I work at a factory that works for General Motors. There's a subsidiary essentially making parts. There are people that you would consider janitors or useless, skillless jobs where people are standing at the end of conveyor belts. A part gets made in the giant injection motor. It gets dropped down on a conveyor belt. It gets to the end of the conveyor belt, and the person puts a sticker on it to label what part it is, and they go, "Yeah, that part's good," and they put it on the rack, or they go, "That part's bad," and they throw it in the scrap. If that person loses his job, it's still a lost job and a person that doesn't have income that can no longer pay taxes.
Yeah, but what I said to you is basically they're learning new skills now.
Where does it
and
say
they're gonna
that?
be
Where does
like
it say they're learning new
on the
skills?
market.
Show us where
That's
they're
how
show,
the-
show us where it
Even
says that.
Hristo, even if
That's
they
how
are
the
Show us
learning,
where it says
is
that.
built in Germany.
Hristo,
Show us where it says that.
even if that's true, Hristo, one, I would like to see where that is, and two, that would be even worse for your argument because now the rest of the taxpayers are now having to carry the weight of over 100,000 people that don't have a job to pay into the schooling and social programs they're using.
Yeah, but that's always been like that in Germany.
That's
This
the
is the highest
problem.
unemployment rate
It's
in
nothing
12
new.
years.
That's nothing new.
It's
Anthony. I don't
it
know
is
about-
new. It's
you
the
don't have
highest
social security
it's the highest
in the
unemployment
United
rate.
States.
It's the highest unemployment
Yes,
rate
you
in
don't
12
have
years.
social
If
security
it's always
in
been
the
like
United
that,
States,
just
and you
shut
don't
the
know
fuck
what about
up. If it's always been like that, why is this the highest unemployment rate in 12 years? If it's always been like that, why is it the
because
highest?
we don't have energy supplies. That's why.
Why is it the highest in 12
Because
years?
of energy
We don't
supplies.
have energy supplies. You know, a lot of the new manufacture because I
Yeah.
built data centers here.
But you said it's
Tell
been
us
like
why
that
that
always.
is. Where
Yes,
where does
always been like
Germany's
this.
energy supplies come from?
That's what I'm saying, brother. That we
Yeah,
don't
where do
have
they
energy
come from?
supplies, and they're stopping a lot of new constructions in operation.
Where
You know,
does it come
because
from?
they doesn't have the gigawatts that they need to operate.
Where does Germany's energy come from, though?
Hey, like Anthony just said, like 20% from Russia still.
And then where does the rest come from? That's
Yeah,
only
other bits of
20%.
the world. Azerbaijan, I don't know, Africa, United States. A lot. United States is we are getting a lot from there now.
Okay. Where does the other 30% come from? Do you think some of it comes from Iran?
Hang on. 12.7% of Europe's crude oil comes from Kazakhstan, which is Russia. Because by
Not
the way,
Russia.
no, bullshit,
that's not
Risto,
Russia, man.
bullshit,
No,
bullshit,
that's
Risto.
bullshit.
If you look at how much oil Kazakhstan has been exporting, their exports have gone up over 300% since the war started.
Yeah, but it's not Russia.
Hang on. Kazakhstan is physically incapable of producing on their own the amount of oil that they are currently exporting to the EU, meaning that oil is not all Kazakhstani oil, meaning where is it coming from? Oh, it's coming from Russia. It's going into Kazakhstan and then going to the EU, because Kazakhstan, if I'm only capable of shipping out 100 boxes per day, and then I am now suddenly, I am only capable of producing 100 boxes per day. Normally I ship out 50, but I'm capable of producing 100. But now I am shipping out 400 boxes a day. Where do you think those other boxes are coming from? Not me, because I can only make 100 a day. So I couldn't possibly be giving you 400. That oil is coming from Russia. It's not coming from Kazakhstan. It's coming via Kazakhstan. It's coming from Russia, though.
I get your point.
So it's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing as just slapping a sticker on it. Like if I slap a "Made in USA" sticker over a "Made in China" sticker, just because it now says "Made in USA" doesn't mean it's made in the USA. If I peel that sticker, I go, China.
Made by the Ching.
God, I can't wait for Europe
Gator,
to fall.
God damn it. You did it again.
I can't wait for Europe to fall. I just can't wait. It's going to be great. They deserve it.
Europe is never gonna fall, my friend.
Oh, your guys are going to fall. It's a done deal. It's just a matter of
we are
when.
getting stronger. We are getting
Stronger?
stronger every day.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I only
for sure.
joined to talk to Hammer about Europe falling. We're all waiting for that.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh my, honestly, like their acceptance of Islam is so fucking stupid.
Gator, your timeout.
Forget even the Islam part, but I agree with you. Their economies are dog shit. When the EU started, when the EU was formed, the EU and the United States had the same GDP. GDP was equal. US, EU, equal GDP. Now, 20-some years later, we're double theirs. Double. Their total GDP is half of ours. After they formed the EU, they're doomed. They're doomed.
Matt, we're making fun of Europe.
They can't survive. It's just a matter of when. They're doomed. And then you add the Muslims to it, and it just screws everything up. But economically, they can't survive.
Oh, Hammer, I've got a special one for you. Here you go.
And you know what? I'm glad. I hope they fall. I hope they fall, and I hope they suffer.
We're just making fun of Europe,
Hello,
man.
fellow imbeciles. Hello, fellow imbeciles.
Speak for yourself, bud. Go ahead, Mika.
I was just gonna say, I had this discussion with a friend a while back, and something that came up is, I'm not sure what happened
Speaking
this year,
for
but
myself, that's why I called you guys fellow imbeciles. I was
You're in
speaking
the middle
for
of
myself.
talking.
You're in the
She's
middle
of talking.
Stop interrupting people.
She's in the middle of talking. Let her finish.
He started it, sir.
No, no one started it. She's talking. Let her finish.
Thank you, Emmer. So, and we were talking about like Europe's past, you know, back when there was like the Crusaders and everything. Europe's past is filled with like bloodshed and war. What are the chances of them fucking waking up and getting back to that? Because that'll be awesome, because that's the only way I think they're going to be saved.
No, they're too cowardly now.
Wait, that's what you
Yeah,
want?
that's the problem.
They're
That's
too
what you
cowardly.
want?
They won't do it.
I want
You
them
want
to
men
fight
to
back.
just kill each other?
No,
First of all-
she wants Europe to actually have a fucking spine, is what she's saying.
Thank you. That's exactly what I want
And
to
they
say.
should be allied with Russia. They shouldn't be allied with weak Peter Pan countries like Ukraine.
We all want
I'm glad we agree.
That's not what I said
she said at all.
Oh,
Not
so
even
she
close.
doesn't want strong Europeans.
Wait. If they're so strong, but Big Bud, how long ago was Bakhmut taken by Russia?
3 years ago, sir. 3 years
3 years
ago.
How far has Russia advanced since the city or capturing the
Very,
city of Bakhmut?
very, very far. You would be surprised.
Really? Very far? Very far. They have gone 14 kilometers past Bakhmut.
Far, bro. In relation to the size of an atom, that's massive. That's massive in relation to the size of an atom.
So in 3 years, they have gone 14 kilometers. And that's massive?
14 more kilometers than Ukraine, by the way, who has only
14
lost.
So you're just gonna avoid my question.
Big Bud thinks 14 kilometers is
No,
massive
I'm not
because
going
he
to
thinks
avoid
3
it. I'm
inches
just
is a
merely
lot.
not going to engage with it. I'm not going to avoid it.
Oh,
Well, that's the same thing. Not engaging is the same as avoiding. There's no difference.
Would be me intentionally getting out of the way of it. I'm just
That's
merely
what you
ignoring
said.
it.
You're not
I'm just
engaging
merely ignoring
intentionally.
it.
Are you
No, that's ignoring it.
unintentionally?
Those are two different
Are
things.
you
Not caring and
unintentionally
actively
not
avoiding it are
engaging?
two different things, sir.
Are you unintentionally not engaging, or are you intentionally not
I
engaging?
think that would be the $1 million question, sir.
Are you intentionally not engaging or unintentionally not engaging?
I believe it's unintentional.
You're even though you just said I'm not going to do it. That's intent.
How do you know that's intent?
You just said it. You just said it.
Because you said you did it. We do know because you said it on
I'm not
purpose.
going to do something.
No, you
That's
don't.
not intent.
No, sir.
Oh my God, you're
What is
dumber
he
than the other
on?
guy. That is exactly
Oh, no,
what
he's-
intent is.
he's one of the
I'm
special
going
ones,
to-
Hammer.
Like if I was to say I'm going to take a shit, I
No,
am
I'm not special,
signaling
sir.
to
I don't
you.
claim to
I am
be God's
signaling
chosen
to you.
people like
I
Zios
am
do,
signaling
sir.
to you
I don't do
that
that.
I'm
dear God.
intending to take a shit. If I
Zionist.
say it, that's the intent.
Zionist is a political belief.
But I do think
Zionists don't claim. Hey, Big Bud.
that is limited.
Zionists don't claim to be the chosen people because Zionism is not a religion.
You diminuizing the idea of
What was
Zion.
that word? Wait, what was that word? What was that word?
Yeah,
Wait, what was that word
Anthony,
again?
explain to them. I asked you in the beginning.
Yeah.
Explain to them what Zionism is.
Bye, Christo. No one cares. What was that word you just said?
Oh, Christo actually had a
What
valid
was
part
that
of that
word you
one.
just said? I want to look it up.
Diminutive.
Diminutive.
Do I need to spell it for you?
Well,
D-I-M?
Well, you've pronounced it two different ways, so
You said,
sure.
Did you said diminuizing the first time?
Yeah.
Diminuizing.
Well,
What is diminuizing?
Diminuizing are two different words, sir.
What's diminuizing? What does it mean?
The action of creating an issue to be smaller than what it actually is.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
You should just type it in the chat, Big Bud.
I don't even know how to spell it.
It's hard to spell words that don't exist.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There you go. I spelled it in the chat for you. You're welcome.
But that's also not the first word you said.
That's
you
not
said,
what you
That's not
said.
what
You
you
didn't
you
say
said
diminutive.
you said
That's not what you-
diminuizing.
Yeah, you had a Z in the word you said.
You said diminuizing.
Yeah, where's the Z?
Yeah, Bamba, we know what he meant. We're just making fun at this point.
Yeah. By the way, diminutive is not the word you wanted to use either. Diminishing, maybe.
Yeah, diminutive is something else.
I love it when people try to sound smart by using words they don't
Are you sure,
understand.
Mr. King Hebrew?
What?
Sure?
Are you sure?
Sure what?
Or what? That we all heard you say
How can you be
diminunizing?
sure when you didn't even know the word before I used it?
Because the word you said doesn't exist.
How do
There's
you
no
know?
word. There's no word diminunizing.
So words can't be invented?
Not by you.
They can be, but how would anyone know what it means if you just invented it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what's the good answer? So you just invented a word. Okay, that's cool. What does it mean?
Require an answer, or
You
is
just
merely
invented a
asking
word.
the question?
Listen, I'm
sufficient?
granting it. You just
Are you going to
invented
answer
the
my
word.
question or not?
You just
I'm
invented
asking
the
another
word
question.
diminunizing. That's awesome. What does it mean? What does diminunizing mean?
The action of diminutive.
Diminu what?
You can't explain the word by using the word. You have to use other words to explain
That's called
the new
circular reasoning.
Yeah, but that's what you guys are doing, so of course I can.
I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to figure out the words you're talking about.
Maybe I need to speak Hebrew then. Maybe then you'll understand me better.
I understand English a lot better than I understand Hebrew.
Then why is your name King Hebrew, sir?
King Hebrew.
You claim to be king of the Hebrews and you
King
can't even
Hebrew.
speak Hebrew as well as you speak English?
What's the whole name? What's the whole username?
I don't know. I see ellipsis.
It's
Maybe
King
you should have
Hebrew
created a
Hammer.
smaller
There was-
username so people
it's
could
King
read it.
Hebrew Hammer, not Hebrews. Hebrew Hammer. It was
So
a
you're
movie
not king
character.
of the Hebrews?
I wish I was, but it's a movie character.
Oh.
Oh, there was a
That's
movie
lot-
called the
that's a
Hebrew.
lot
There was a
less
movie
cool.
called the Hebrew
So
Hammer.
now I think you're a lot less cooler than I thought you were initially.
I
Good
don't
job.
give a shit what you think. It doesn't
You
matter.
think you're less cooler, not less
Less
cool.
cooler.
You're less
I
of a
don't.
cooler.
I feel like
Hammer.
you're diminunizing me right now. Don't dominionize me, please. I'm very
I can't even
sensitive.
be mad at you for that.
Yeah, don't dominionize me. I'm very sensitive.
Okay, let's get back to the topic of being pro-Zios and how great that is.
Big Bud, what is a Zionist?
Okay.
Or sorry, what is Zionism?
A Zionist is an idiot who believes that a Jew is also a nationality as well as a religion.
That's
Okay,
not.
can we get to the
nationality?
Can we
No
yeah,
one
can,
thinks Jew is a nationality.
can we just get to the actual meaning of Zionism now? What is the meaning of Zionism? Without being sarcastic, I'm genuinely asking, without being sarcastic or sarcastic, because that's all you do. Do you know the action? But I'm asking you to be genuine here. Do you actually know the definition of Zionism?
Yeah, it's probably when Irina Zarutska could have stayed in Ukraine, but instead she came to America.
Yes, blame the stabbing victim. Blame the murder victim for trying to get away from a war zone. So back to the question, since you want back to the question, Big Bud, back to the question. Instead of you victim blaming a fucking murder victim who escaped a war zone, yes, you are blaming her for escaping a war zone, and that's what she's doing.
Ukrainians are the victims. That's your first mistake,
Big Bud, shut your fucking mouth. What is the definition of Zionism? Don't run away from the question. Just what is the definition of Zionism?
A silly you who believes that not only is it a religion, but it can also be their ethnicity.
That's got nothing to do with
No, that's not Zionism.
They believe that the state of Israel is the homeland for the Jews.
Okay, so that's not Zionism at all.
Really?
Yes, really. Zionism is the
You
belief
want to
that the
define Zionism then?
Well, there's the definition. There's not my definition. There's not your definition. There's not opinion. It's the definition of Zionism is the belief that the Jews have the right to self-determination and freedom in their ancestral homeland, which would be the Levant.
Jew isn't a nationality. I just told you these guys
Who
are.
said
No one said
Where
nationality.
does anyone think Jews are a
It
nationality?
literally says in the first sentence, Jews have a right to self-determination. The first problem with that sentence, Jew is not a nationality. So how can
It doesn't claim that Jew is a nationality. No one said it was a
in
nationality.
order to have self-determination, it has to be a fucking nationality, sir.
No, you self-determination comes before the nation.
Really?
Yes.
And that's why Great Britain colonized all these nations, because
What the fuck does Great Britain have to do with this? Stay on topic.
I am staying.
So when an Israeli gets a Israeli passport, is it an Israeli passport or a Jewish passport?
No, it's technically a British passport because
No,
the
it's an
British were the
Israeli
ones that
passport.
carved out the
It's an
land of
Israeli
Palestine.
passport.
Technically, yes, but also
Okay,
technically, no.
so is it a Jewish passport or an Israeli passport?
I don't know. Zios believe it's a J passport, but
Really?
No.
Then how do non-Jews get Israeli passports?
I wouldn't know. I'm not Israeli or you.
Well,
so I
no,
wouldn't
you
know.
made the claim that Jew is a nationality. So how do non-Jews get Israeli passports?
Probably the same way that Theodore Herzl believed.
No. Theodore Herzl's got nothing to do with Israel. He died in 1906. How do non-Jews get?
Really?
Yeah.
The
how do
founder of
he never made
Zionism.
Big Bud,
The
stay
founder
on
of
topic.
Zionism has
Big
nothing
Bud,
to do with
stay on
Israel.
topic. Big Bud,
That's a
Theodore
new one,
Herzl
sir.
never made it to Israel.
That is groundbreaking, sir.
Theodore Herzl never made it to Israel, by the way. So getting back to my question that you're not answering.
Even though he was literally on a ship headed to Palestine. So just because the
Focus,
state of
Big Bud,
Israel
Big Bud,
didn't exist at the time he
focus.
was alive,
Big Bud,
Getting back to my question that you won't
focus.
in
answer.
exact geographical location.
Getting back to
that
my
Israel
question
is
that you won't
today.
answer. How do
So
non-Jews?
just because I exposed
How
her,
do
Big Bud,
non-Jews?
focus.
upset.
How do non-Jews get Israeli passports?
You'd have to talk to Theodore Herzl about that, and as
He's
you
dead.
stated,
How do
he's
I
dead.
talk to
So
him?
I
He's
guess we'll
dead.
never know.
He's
I
dead.
guess we'll never
Wait,
know,
wait,
sir.
wait.
We
So,
do know.
So what
We do
about
know.
all the 2 million plus Arabs that have Israeli passports? How did they get them?
Probably from the British Mandate of Palestine, which I literally was talking about 30 seconds ago.
Cool.
if you
That
were
doesn't
listening.
doesn't exist
Mandate of
either.
Palestine exists.
It doesn't exist anymore.
So
Okay,
then what
so
does it have to
today-
do with today in 2026?
So there, as
Millions
you've
in
astutely
2026.
stated and brought to my attention,
In
there are many
2026,
people that hold Israeli passports.
there we go.
Not you.
There we go. In 2026, millions of non-Jews hold a Jew passport. How does
Right,
that
so
happen?
that didn't address
Answer my question, or you're just going to keep getting muted. It's
doesn't
very
reflect
simple.
points at all.
Yeah. How did you said it was a nationality? So how do non-Jews get the
I
Jew
don't believe
passport?
You see, I'm not a Zionist. That's the difference.
You don't need to be a
Someone
Zionist to
who's
answer
a
that.
Zio and
You
not
don't
a
need to be.
Zio
You don't
is
need to be a
because I
Zionist to
believe
answer
it's a
that.
Peter Pan country and should be destroyed.
Okay, go
Zios
ahead,
believe
try
that
it.
Jew is not
You should
only a. Don't
You
mute
should
me.
try
I
it.
want to finish my.
Oh, you can come back when you learn how to behave yourself. When you learn how to behave, you can come back. I know Anthony likes these trolls, but if I'm going to be up here, you're going to have a conversation.
Hammer. This one's funny. He also doesn't believe that Ukraine is a real country because 11 countries in the world don't have diplomatic relations with them. But by not having diplomatic relations, he thinks that equates to not recognizing them as a country. But there's also countries that he acknowledges. He acknowledges that also there's countries that don't have diplomatic relations with Russia, but it's not the same thing. So Russia's a real country.
You know what? I'm telling you, there needs to be a poll tax in this country. There needs to be. We need less people voting, not more. Less people need to vote. We need
Shut
to
the
make
fuck up,
voting.
you fucking fat pig.
Shut your mouth, you pig.
Pig.
Hey, he's
Shut
skinny
your
now.
mouth. Shut your mouth. First of all, I don't know who you're calling fat, dude. I weigh 157 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I lost 49 fucking pounds. So I don't know who
Can
you're
you
calling
like
fat.
share that Ozempic shit with me, please?
Yeah, I don't know who you're calling fat, dude. You certainly not me. Maybe your fucking pig of a mother is fat, but I'm not. Okay, maybe she never lost the baby weight when she was pushing you out. Okay, I don't know. Okay, because when I took care of her, the lights were out. So I don't know. Okay, but you're calling the wrong dude fat. I used to be fat, but I'm not fat anymore.
Someone said you're spiritually fat.
Well, to be fair, every former fat person, and I know that, is always spiritually fat.
I used to be fat. That's true.
I'm
like,
just fat.
Hammer, do you get like I used to be fat when I was younger? Do you get like the part where you go to the store and you take your original size clothing instead of the new one?
I give it
Happens to
all
me
away.
the time.
I give it all away.
No, but I
Everything.
mean when you go to a new store to buy stuff,
Oh,
right?
do you instinctively accidentally go like look at the wrong size?
No.
No?
It was a
Happens to me.
gradual. It took about a year to lose all that weight.
Yeah, same for me, but it's still like I don't know, my brain like thinks that it won't fit me, even though it's like it does. It's weird.
Hammer, can you share some of that stuff with me?
Go get it. It's not.
The
I
VA
go
will
to-
give it to me.
Anthony, you can buy it in Israel for pretty cheap.
You can get it in the
Hey,
gray
good
market.
evening, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
Hold
Jump in
on.
and say hi. Thanks for having me up, host. I'm
Yeah, why don't you let me
23.
finish my sentence?
Just a
You can
second,
get it on the
Mason.
gray. You can get it on the gray market.
Brother, money.
I don't know how much it costs because my wife takes care of all of it. So I'll find out for you.
Well, the VA said they would give me something that would help, but the problem is the VA is like, hey, in order to get this medicine, you have to pass this physical fitness test. And I was like, but I can't pass the physical fitness test because I'm fucking broken, which has led to the weight gain, which hurts.
How's your blood sugar?
My blood sugar's fine.
That's the problem.
That's
you
the problem.
You need bad blood sugar.
Yeah, you need bad blood sugar. That because it actually is a medicine for diabetics or pre-diabetics.
Yeah.
That's what it was originally.
So do
'Cause
I need to
get
give
it through
myself
my-
diabetes?
No,
Oh, hey, Winter.
I get it through my insurance.
I'll just
My
make
doctor
you a
prescribed it.
workout plan. Well, in order to make me a workout plan, you gotta fucking text me, Winter.
You know, you can get the pills; they're cheaper. I have a friend who's on the pills that rather
They
than
don't
the
work
shots.
as well.
I just
though.
my problem is just
know.
my knees and my back are fucked, and that makes it hard to go. Like I miss running, I miss working out, but that fucking with my knees and back being fucked, and then the weight added on top, it just fucking hurts.
I know. I feel you. Listen, I couldn't work out for 6 weeks, and it killed me.
Okay, now Mason. Now that we are done and that conversation is concluded, what's up?
Yeah, sorry about that, man. My name's Mason. I'm 23 from Ohio. I am a conservative
Okay.
populist.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I could definitely discuss any of the prompts with you guys. I don't know if there's a specific one. I know you guys were just talking about.
Take your
you know,
pick.
Okay, first
Yeah,
of all,
it's
I'm
all over the
Israeli.
place.
I'm Israeli. What the fuck is a populist?
A conservative populist. Yeah, I just
I
believe.
have no idea what that is.
Yeah, so I believe in protecting what makes America best, right? And
That's
all
not what a
conservatives
populist.
within.
That's
So
not what a
I'm getting
populist
there. So
is.
within the populist of the conservative party, right? Free markets, strong families, Christian values, small but strong federal government. That is
That's
typically in
not what a
America.
populist
And
is.
those are all popular movements within the conservative movement in America. Yeah, I would
Really?
say
So
that
you
most
think
conservatives would think
conservative
that.
populists, as you call yourself, are
Mhm.
for free markets?
Yeah.
Like tariffs?
Tariffs? I'm against tariffs.
Okay, but that's part of the populist wing of the Republican Party.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't know about that. I would say free markets are a lot. I would say tariffs.
What do you
are
mean
a
you don't
bad
know
thing.
about that?
Hold on.
That's Trump's main economic policy.
So, I mean, I think that's a lot. I see what you're saying with tariffs, but tariffs are wrong, right? So,
I agree.
sitting up
But
here in
how does that
conversation
fit
with
into
you.
conservative populism?
So, I mean, I would say, in a sense, through the history of conservatism, free markets compared to government control over the markets has always been a popular movement within the conservative party, right?
Okay. Populism doesn't mean popular.
It means it's supported by a majority of them, right?
That's not what it means.
Okay, what would your definition then be?
The definition of populism, if you want to break it down into its simplest form, is going where the wind shifts with regards to societal and economic issues. But it doesn't always mean it's popular, right?
So,
Tariffs aren't popular, broadly
right, and
speaking.
I'm
they're not
I'm against
popular.
tariffs. I won't
But
argue
that
that
is a
with you,
main,
but
but that is a main economic plank of the populists, the right-wing populists.
sure, and it historically hasn't been, right? And I'm telling you that when you asked
Well, what do you mean
for my
historically?
ideology here,
Historically
I'm in
until
favor
when?
of free markets as the
What
conservative party has been.
historically? What historically? What do you mean historically?
Historically, I would say 100% that conservatives have always been in favor of free markets compared to government influence.
That tariffs were the main source of federal revenue up until basically the First World War.
I would say that what got us out of the Great Depression during World War II
I didn't talk about the Great
was
Depression. What did I
capitalism
just
and
say?
our
What
free
did I
markets.
just say to you? What did I just say to you?
You said tariffs were our main source of income during World War One?
Up until World War
until
One.
World
Then you
War
started
I. Okay.
talking about. And then you started talking about the Great Depression, which had nothing to do with my point.
Well, it followed right after, and it was a direct
not
result
follow
that
right
got us out of
after.
it
It was
was
20
free
years
markets.
after. It was
Was
20 years.
free market and capitalism got
It
us
was
out of the Great
20
Depression.
Mason, you're 23 years old.
Mhm.
Something you need to learn. I'm going to try to help you here. Do more listening. You're not listening.
Well, I wouldn't argument from authority here. Like, I discussed the topic.
This isn't. I'm not arguing from authority. I'm just
Well,
saying
you are.
you're
You're
not
saying
listening.
because I'm
You're
23,
doing
I
it
need to
again.
listen
You're doing
more.
it again. You're interrupting. See, here's the thing. If I'm talking and you're talking, that means you're not listening to what I'm saying, which means you're not processing the information, which means we're talking past each other. So when I say something like tariffs were the main source of revenue for the federal government up until World War I, and then your next response is about the Great Depression, 20 years after World War I, what you're signaling to the group here is that you're not actually listening to what I'm saying. So we're talking past each other, right? Listening is a very, very highly useful skill if it's used properly. So getting back to your point about conservative, what did you call it? Conservative populism. Okay. We now established that the main economic plank of the conservative populists led by Trump is tariffs, which is not actually conservative. Okay. So what else you got?
So that was answering her question in regards to what I think a conservative populist is. We went down that rabbit hole. But if we're going to get into the prompts, are we going to move there, or are we going to keep going with this?
Go ahead.
I don't even care at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming in good faith. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody up here, but yeah, I mean, any point of it. If you guys were just discussing the Middle East, I mean, I could definitely continue along that line, right? I'm a Zionist. I believe they have the right to that state and to protect themselves and their people there. I don't think
you don't have a right to the state.
Zionists? Wait, the Jews don't have a right to Israel?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little more?
Yeah. From where is this right derived?
So, I mean, I believe that it's their ancestral homeland, correct?
I agree. So that's not what I asked you, though.
So they don't have a right to their ancestral. Like I guess
No,
I'm
they
confused
don't.
because
No, they don't. Where does this right come from?
that's where I thought it had come from.
No. What is a right?
What is a right? I mean, a right. A right would be something you're entitled to as a human,
Based on
because-
who? Based on who's? Who gives that right?
Who gives that right?
Who determines what the right is?
God.
Where do we
God
get our
gave
rights
us the
from in the
states?
United States?
Well, in the United States, we have the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, which
comes
stems
from
from
where?
Christian morality, which came from
Which
God.
comes from where? Where? Who gave us those rights?
The Constitution.
Which is okay. Yes, that is true. But the rights are derived from God.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So, who gave the Jews the right to that land? Why isn't it? Can you still see me?
No.
No, your
It's
camera's
looking
off.
really weird on my end. Yeah. I think, listen, I don't want to get too caught up in this whole rights thing, but a right is something conferred upon by a governing authority or from a religious authority. There is no right to land. No one has a right to land. Israel gets to keep that land because she's stronger than the people trying to take it from her. If tomorrow a group was able to dislodge the Jews from Israel, then it would be their land. There's no right to land. You don't have rights. The only land you have a right to is the land you purchase, like your home.
Sure.
Israel's presence in the Middle East is not based on rights. It's based on strength.
Yeah, let me try to fix the panel.
Sorry, Jose, I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's everyone's saying the panel's all fucked up for
understand?
them.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I was just going to elaborate more on the point with what's going on in the Middle East in my position.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I believe that what America's interest and what's been going on with Epic Fury, I definitely think that we should have prevented the Iranian regime from obtaining a nuclear weapon. But I think that should have stopped there in our military goals. I don't see the exact benefit of putting American lives at risk on the ground. I know it hasn't happened, but the risk is there.
stopping that-
risk?
what-
Trump
what-
just
So can I?
Trump just surrendered.
If
Trump just surrendered.
Did he?
Yes.
So I know they were close to a deal. I didn't know it was.
The deal
concrete
is
yet.
the deal is a fucking nothing burger and business as usual. He's like saying, if you play nice, we'll be nice. That's fucking it.
He surrendered. There's no troops going on the ground. He's not going to fight anymore. It's over.
Well, we did in that region, which was my worry. So now
Okay,
that
but it's over. Now
clarified
it's
that
done.
it's- okay, that's not the case. Then that's good.
But I'm curious. You said with regards to stopping Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, are you talking? What does that mean to you? Stopping them once? Waiting another 20 years when they unfuck their program and stopping them again, stopping them permanently. What does that mean to you? Because I see it. If I see it as you need to be stopped permanently. If we just destroy your shit and then you rebuild it and enrich your uranium again and go for a nuke again. Granted, they didn't have one yet. They were on their way to it though. But if 10 years from now they're at the same spot back to starting manufacturing of a nuclear warhead, what was the fucking point?
Yeah, and you're 100% right. Right now, like the best we can do is set them back at zero, right? Because 4 years from now, you can have an administration in there that's paying them the money to build them, right? And that would be out of the control from doing this now. But any way we can prolong them from getting that, I think, is in America's best interest. So even if it's only for 4 years, I think that's still better than the contrary.
But that would still, if we're only stopping them once temporarily, that means we'd still have to go back and do it again.
Possibly in the future, yeah. But it would be the same in the sense that, if it was regime change, right, and the people there don't like the regime, I don't see why we'd have to put our own people in there if that was the answer.
We didn't. What are you talking about?
I know,
You're arguing
I know
against
we
something that
didn't.
didn't
I
happen
know
and
we
is
did
not.
not, but
nuclear
You're
energy is a
arguing
right of
against something
emanation.
that didn't happen and isn't going to happen. So what are you arguing?
So again, he was I was guessing where he was going to go with that was how do we prevent them long term from obtaining that weapon, and that would be through regime change, correct?
Or capitulation. Yeah, or just we do what Japan did. Unconditional surrender. You bend the fucking knee. You do what I say now. I don't have to put a leader there. You do what I say or you fucking die.
Yeah. I like that option better.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
I mean,
take it
I,
back
I would,
without
that would be totally
do
like
that.
that's pretty much what we did with Venezuela.
Well, no, Venezuela, we went in and snatched the leader. That's all.
Yeah, and now the people in charge there are still from the same regime, but they are answering to Trump now directly, right?
Well, that's what they say. I don't know how true that is.
I would say they would. You know,
Okay, but
it's better than the
Venezuela isn't
contrary. They
Venezuela
would
isn't Iran. It's a totally different
fake.
dynamic.
Yeah, you're right. It is. But I was just okay. So either way, we would agree and find common ground on that then, right? That would be a good way to do it. How we would do that though, we could elaborate more on then.
Iran was too strong. Too strong.
Wait,
for the people, no, someone in the chat said that I need to, for all the Iran sims, the RGC sims in the chat, I want you to imagine a scenario. Let's just flip the script here. Imagine the United States has someone attack us, and in day one they gain complete air superiority. Within the first 24 hours, Trump is unalived. Vance is unalived. Half of Congress and half of the Senate are unalived. Our Navy is almost entirely destroyed, and our Air Force is almost entirely destroyed, and we have no air defense systems. That's all within like 72 hours. But then us, the United States, we shoot down a single plane, and then we go, guys, we won! We're so strong, we won! We would be the laughingstock of the fucking world. What the fuck do you mean Iran was too strong? You people are fucking delusional.
I wonder if Khomeini thinks they're too strong. Oh, wait, that's right. He's dead. My bad.
I wonder if his cardboard cutout son thinks the same thing.
Yeah, they have no military advantages whatsoever. Like completely destroyed.
Do we believe the rumors about his son being gay? Because if it's true, it's hilarious.
I mean, there's a lot of men in Afghanistan who maintain that they're not gay, and yet they fuck male children.
Oh God, that was graphic.
Yikes.
Maybe they should stop doing that, but backward society.
I'm with you. Did you see the new article about Afghanistan?
The article on Afghanistan. You're gonna have to be more specific here, Vika.
Sorry. I just posted it on my Facebook. So their minister of education has barred women from going to school.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah.
That's old. I just saw it.
Okay,
no,
so
that's
Vika,
old. It's been like that
they
for a
do
while.
things that essentially cause the same result, but now it's an official policy. Also, hello,
Yeah,
Maddie.
I saw that they barred them from like higher education before, but I didn't see that all schools like females are barred from everything.
Imran Daniels, no, it is not everywhere because Afghanistan specifically, and it spreads a little bit to the countries around them, have a thing called bachi bazi where they literally just fuck little boys.
Yep, and they pretend they're girls, so they're not gay, not officially.
It's not gay if I pretend it's not a boy.
Listen, it's all about you believe. Haven't we learned that from the pro-pallies?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they made it a few years ago, right after they took over, they made it to where women couldn't go out in public again without their male escort or their owner. They also made it to where women couldn't be doctors anymore, but then they made it to where
Women can see doctors, can see male doctors.
yeah, they can't see male doctors, which means how do you get medical treatment now if you can't get women doctors?
It's easy, you die.
Yeah.
Actually, like I think camels have a higher standing than women right now in Afghanistan. What the fuck is he talking about, Alexander the Great?
I don't know. That dude's just rambling nonsensical bullshit.
Do you know how satisfying it is to
What?
know that there are people whose lives revolve around hating Israel, and that she not only exists, but is a thriving country? Every day of their lives, they are so miserable. And then one day they're going to be old and they're going to die. And their life will have been a complete waste of time. The satisfaction I get from that is I can't even put it into words. Every day they wake up and they think about Israel. Israel shouldn't be there. Israel doesn't have a right to exist. We got to get rid of Israel. And every day Israel's still there. And they're missing out on life.
Maddie just
the
got
whole
back
time.
from there.
It's hilarious. I revel I celebrate. I could not be happier by the misery of these people who hate Israel. It is hilarious. Your whole life, all you talk about is Israel. And then you're going to die one day, having not accomplished anything in life other than living with hate. I mean, how great is that? How great is that?
I don't know if it's great. I don't feel
it's
that
great.
same way. Maybe I don't feel the same way. I mean, for me, it's mostly
Sometimes.
frustrating.
Oh, I
Sometimes
like
it's
their.
amusing.
I love their misery.
I just
It's
laugh when people make
Schadenfreude.
their entire personality one thing.
It's Schadenfreude. It's great.
The issue is a lot of it's coming from the younger generations who are going to be taking over the government soon.
Really? You think these people that are protesting with septum pierces and purple hair, who can't even hold down a job at Starbucks, these are the people that are going to be taking over the country?
Well, amongst the younger generations, at least if we take the numbers coming from the Quinnipiac poll, especially on the left, but even an alarming amount on the right, they're turning hostile in record-breaking numbers to Israel. Like,
I
I
agree.
believe amongst Gen Z on the left, more of them are sympathetic to Hamas than they are to like the country of Israel itself, which is
On the Democratic side, that's true, but why does that lead to them becoming leaders? These people are losers. They
Somebody's
can't even hold a
gonna-
regular job.
well, neither could Mamdani or AOC.
They boost the echo chamber enough to where the party platforms it, like the Democratic Party has done, where they're taking the loud minority voice, and because the Democratic Party sees that as the popular thing, even though it is just the loud minority, they boost that and platform that as their main campaign.
The left loves to elect losers. AOC, Mamdani, like these people have.
Yeah, but they're not
accomplished
taking
nothing.
over. I mean, AOC's less influential today than she was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but she's still in Congress.
Yeah, but that's not taking over. That's one congressperson.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're slowly but surely elect more and more and more of these anti-Israel types, and I think that it could potentially lead to an issue in the future.
Possibly.
We've been through worse. We'll be through that. It's fine. Honestly, a lot of people my age have long since thought we need to separate ourselves from America's influence. We can live without it, and we need to.
Well, you're also assuming that a person's ideology remains static throughout their entire life, which the data and the social science shows people tend to become more conservative as they get older. Shit, I voted for Al Gore.
Really?
I mean, oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I voted for Al Gore and I voted for Clinton in '96 and Gore in 2000.
And hold on, did you vote for Clinton because he was really good at the saxophone?
I mean, I was 21 years old, and I was a 21-year-old Jew in Los Angeles. You pretty much have to vote for Democrat at that point.
Did you see the polling ratings? It showed that like when he played the saxophone on live TV, like overnight he shot up by like 10% of the polls.
Yeah, when you're a Jew in LA, you kind of have to vote Democrat. You don't know. I wasn't exposed to conservative viewpoints, like really in a broad way until after college. This wasn't available.
Have you seen what's going on in Garden Grove, by the way?
Garden Grove, is that the Chinese spy mayor? No, that's Arcadia.
No, the giant the chemical tank that's about to explode.
Oh no, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's
I'm more worried about the fires in Simi Valley.
It's like
right now.
2 blocks from the high school I went off. They've evacuated 44,000 people.
Oh no,
And they can't stop the explosion?
No, it's either going to melt down and melt through the container and leak everywhere, or it's going to be a violent explosion. They do not know which one.
I feel like Israel should send some engineers.
Well, the problem is basically it was outgassing and having issues. It's not a fire like everyone was saying online. It was outgassing, which was rising the temperature, which could have led to an explosion. And the first firefighters on scene went, "Oh my God, we have to cool it off. Spray it with water." And they fried the electronics that were supposed to close the valve that was stuck.
I'm more concerned about the fire in Simi Valley.
Don't you guys have an Army Corps of Engineers for this stuff?
Not for that.
No, not for that. That's too bad.
What's up?
That's more like hazmat.
Yeah, the EPA's losing their fucking mind right now. EPA's worried as shit. It's methacrylate. I think it's I can't remember. I can't remember what the chemical is right now. Wise guy, you haven't said a word. What's up?
Hey Tony, what's up?
What's up?
On your point about Ukraine, just want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the return on investment for supporting Ukraine?
Weakening an enemy of the United States for pennies on the dollar, while without risking American life, while furthering American interests and actually saving money in regards to military equipment and storage fees and upgrade fees in the future.
So, can you clearly define how Russia's an enemy and what objectives sending Ukraine against them is
Enemy
actually
to
achieving?
whom? Russia is an enemy to whom?
To the United States.
Has Russia ever tried to affect our elections?
That's up for debate. Actually, it's not.
No. It's the debate is not whether or not they've tried to affect our elections. They have. We know
it's a
it's
success.
fact. The question is, to what extent were they successful? That's the only question. But to say that they didn't involve themselves is silly. It's just silly.
They've waged hybrid warfare on the United States since the foundation of the Russian Federation.
You pretend like that's a Russia-specific thing. You don't think that other countries are?
We're not talking about other countries. You asked about Russia.
I don't
Yes,
care.
okay.
We're not talking. Yeah, the United States wages hybrid warfare, but I'm from the United States, so I care about American interests. If Russia's going to wage hybrid warfare against the United States, I don't like that.
Should France consider the United States an enemy? Because we know that the United States was interfering in France when de Gaulle was.
That was 70 years ago, dude. We're talking about today.
So okay. My point is that
We're talking about today. Today, we're not talking about 70 years ago. Today, because if you want to go back, if you want to go back 70 years ago, we can talk about how the USSR. Hold on. If you want to go back 70 years ago, we can talk about how the USSR had plants within the United States government. Alger Hiss, the Rosenbergs, FDR's vice president was a communist.
Because France, we consider France an ally.
I don't consider them an ally.
We're talking about Russia right now. I don't care about other countries right now. We're talking about Russia. Russia has waged hybrid warfare on the United States since their inception.
That is a really low benchmark, and it's not. It's not
when
entirely
Russia
fair
on their state television, meaning approved by the government, runs commercials preaching for the death and downfall of America, saying that our society should fail, saying they want our destruction, saying they want to take. No. This is not state media. Is not private media. State media is government media. What is RT News? RT News is RT News owned and run by the Russian government?
No, that's not true.
Okay, I'm at the point where you're too stupid for this conversation. Moving on.
Who owns RT News then? Oh, he left.
No, I kicked him. I'm just not gonna fucking have. If you don't have a base level of knowledge, you're gonna in that level of denial. There's no point in having a conversation with you. You will not listen.
Can I ask you guys something about Iran?
No. Go ahead.
That was like, okay then. So like I saw even though they're like threatening Ivanka, Trump is being silly, to put it nicely, with this deal stuff. Do you think it's like a ploy, or do you think he's actually just being this stupid?
Stupid. He's surrendering.
He's just being stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's great. Because my concern, I was reading some of the stipulations of the deal, and like I saw one was going to be to unfreeze billions of dollars to them, which is great because that's what Biden did right before October 7th. So I'm sure that'll go swimmingly.
It's a terrible. He's being a coward.
He's just kicking the can down the road. It does nothing. It's business as usual. Then it's fucking pointless. It's if you play nice, we'll be nice to Iran. But don't worry, we won't even talk about the nukes for like another month. Why?
He's being a coward. He chickened out. Domestic pressure, oil prices. He chickened out.
That's really disappointing.
Happens. Not surprising. Trump hasn't learned the most important thing when it comes to selling something. And everyone's, oh, you're such a successful businessman. Well, what do you know? Every businessman knows you under-promise and over-deliver. You set expectations low, and then when you exceed the expectations, you look like a hero. If you set expectations high and you don't reach those expectations, you look like an idiot. That's what Trump did. He set high expectations. He said, the war's over. We won, we destroyed them. Well, if we won and we destroyed them, then they should be surrendering. That's how you know you've won. You win when the other side says, we quit. That's how you know you've won. They didn't do that.
Unconditional surrender, god damn it.
Yes, that's it. That was it. He chickened out.
Hey, wise guy, you're still wrong. The Russian government fully owns and funds RT Media.
And what's sad is it won't even help him politically.
Oh, Trump! Yeah, this is not going to help him. It's just going to piss off his base who supported it and embolden the opposition.
But it sort of undermines the Israel controls America narrative, because Israel is 100% against this shit ass deal. So if Israel controls America, not doing a very good job.
Well, we knew that from, for a long time, but especially even like the 12-day war where Netanyahu wanted to keep going and they said no. And then I was talking to some IDF people when I was over there, and they told me, which I didn't even know, that Israel actually wanted to send boots on the ground in Iran, and we told them no. And it's just going to keep kicking the can, like you said, down the road. But also, it's just making us look like a liar and a paper tiger. Like when Trump told protesters to take to the streets, we're right behind you, he got tens of thousands of people murdered, and there's just nothing for it.
True.
That was meant to happen. Iran is a sovereign, powerful. Okay, keep dreaming, dude. Muzz never surrender. They believe in the afterlife. Then why do they all complain when we blow them up?
It's a conundrum, really.
Hey, Miss Blonde.
Hey, Miss Vaughn.
guys.
Dingbat Finder, I don't know if you're still here, but I muted you because we could hear an echo. Ding Dong, are you in a workshop?
Oh, Miss Blonde, I need to text you tea.
Okay.
Ding Dong,
Guys,
hello.
can I say something about this this deal?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think it's
drop in
over.
Ding Dong.
It's over.
I don't think so. We
It's
still
over.
see C-17s coming to Israel. They're almost, well, actually, there are more than 52 strata tankers
It's
over
all
in
Jover.
Ben Gurion. I don't think it's over.
It's way over.
Okay. To me, it's not over till it's over. We'll see in the next few days. Yeah, I don't think it's over.
The USA.
I hope not. It's a very
you
bad
think
deal
after
for the
Trump
States.
came out and said we're close to signing a deal that he's going to start bombing again?
I would like to.
How much you want to bet?
I don't know.
Let's make a wager.
Go ahead.
The USA literally gets
Pick a
spoken
number.
about like Germany in the 1930s in the international community. What kind of shit ass Eurotrash company or country are you from?
I need 24 hours.
Okay. I'll give you 48 hours. I don't care. He's not attacking anymore. He's done.
No, also, I wouldn't say this makes us look like a paper tiger, because we still show a paper, by definition, the paper tiger is like that you can't actually perform and you're not as strong as you thought you were, that you boasted you were. We absolutely showed that we could just do whatever the fuck we want with impunity.
I don't think so. I think that Trump showed that if the American people who are
No, we're not talking about the will of the people. It's about the military capabilities, like how strong.
military
Yeah,
capabilities,
we can
sure,
do
but
whatever the
that
fuck we
doesn't
want.
matter if you're not willing to use them. Like, you could be the strongest guy in the world, but if you're unwilling to do anything about it. It's not going to matter.
Unwilling and incapable are two different things. So that's the thing. Like with Russia, we view Russia as a paper tiger because they're wholly incapable and incompetent compared to what they advertised to the world that they were before invading Ukraine. Now we look at them and then we go, why the fuck were we afraid of this?
I saw. Oh, sorry, Hammer. Go ahead.
No, I was talking to myself. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I saw somebody saying, and I think that it could also be accurate, that going into this, Trump had expected a lot more support from NATO than we actually received, which kind of also threw him off, but I don't know.
What capability did you show? The capability to drop American bombs to explode in shitty Middle Eastern countries whenever we want.
Well, we show that too.
Yeah, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about us.
No. We're always talking about us.
We blew up Fort. We blew up Fordo. You guys didn't.
True. Okay.
Sam, have you ever been to Israel?
Nope.
Oh my.
You look like you had a great trip, Maddie.
Yeah. I'm going back in October. I'm excited. Except everyone lied to me and were like, you're going to get stuck here. And I was like, yay.
If I go to Israel, I'm gonna nerd out and just go to all the historical sites. That's all I want to do. I just want to go look at all the archaeological sites. U.S. haven't won a war since World War II. Well, considering we haven't declared war since World War II, that would be accurate.
Tell South Korea that we haven't won a war.
Well, we haven't technically declared war since World War II. We've won all of our military conflicts, though.
I think South Korea would disagree.
Well, we hadn't officially declared war in that scenario either. In the Korean War, we literally just intervened. Even with Russia and Ukraine, I will colloquially refer to it as a war because it makes it easier for people to understand and talk about. Neither side has declared war. Joanna, it's the newest Palantir employee. Oh, hey, Hannah.
Anthony Scott, what is going on?
Hannah, I'm glad to see you're safe. Did anything from the Areshniks land near you, Hannah? Not much, Joanna. Just talking about American power.
That is fantastic. On the topic of American power, I am like the representative for Palantir Technologies on American power.
Hey, did you, were you personally responsible? I know you're probably gonna. How many JASMs did you or did you not personally fly into targets?
Oh man, I couldn't give you a number, but
did you personally blow up Khomeini?
So we didn't use JASMs for that. Actually, I wish that would have been a really good
watch
fucking
him.
time. But no, we flew JASMs all the time though. As soon as we got like the AGM 158s refined as far as mids with their data link integrations, it was fucking. It was game over.
Every B-52 I saw taken off had JASMs on them. For those who don't know, JASMs are basically an primarily air-launched cruise missile that, like, someone like Joanna here in the Air Force could just sit down behind a computer and go, where is the target I need to blow up?
Air-to-surface standoff missile. It's a cruise missile that you can fire from an aircraft, and you can control it in flight using data links, which means any geek in any command center, I should say some, because you have to have the correct MPG allocation for that, but that's too much nerdy shit. But hypothetically, any geek sitting at an American command center at any part of the world can use AGM 158s now.
Yes.
So he said buy or sell Palantir stock.
The
buy,
war on
because it's
terror,
going to go up to $190 in 7 months.
The war on terror wasn't a war. Correct. Although it was called a war, we did not declare war because, first of all, who do we declare war on that scenario? In a formal declaration of war, Congress sits there and goes, we declare a war on terror. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody said, so that's how y'all killed all those girls. No, that was a tomahawk. That was not a JASM.
That would be a Correct. Tomahawk cruise
Yeah,
missile.
you guys, if you guys want to go yell at the service members for that, go yell at the Navy. All right.
But also, why do you bring up that, but not all the ones that the IRGC slaughtered? Why is it you guys only focus on the one that we owned up to and made a mistake on, but you don't focus on the other ones?
Selective outrage, Anthony. You have to be mad when the United States does something bad, but when the poor oppressed anybody else that the United States has an issue with, then it's not an issue.
Yes,
Also,
correct.
why was there a launching pad next to a girls' school?
There was previously a launch pad there. Previously
a girls' school as well.
Previously in the exact spot that the playground was on, by the way.
Uh-oh.
What, Hammer?
Yeah, I mean, it's really like nonsensical. Every country, by the way, figured this out in the 50s when nuclear weapons were developed. It's the reason that the United States doesn't put ICBM launch pads in Detroit, so somebody can't nuke Detroit and say, "Oh, you had an ICBM launch pad there." It's why you don't put a school on critical military infrastructure. It's really
Why they're in the middle of butt fuck nowhere. We heard those missiles tonight. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Hannah. IRGC started camping in schools. This is true. The IRGC has been photographed and videoed literally setting up in schools. But why would they do that? Why would they set up in schools and not their own bases? Could it possibly be that they know that America and Israel don't like hitting civilian targets? Otherwise,
Anthony,
why would they do that?
Are you trying to suggest that the enemies of what we would refer to as the West would use some sort of information warfare by putting themselves in situations where if they were hit, it would make the countries attacking them look like the evil oppressors?
Oh my God.
They wouldn't do that. That's too much of a leap in logic.
Glad to see you're okay, Hannah.
Thank you. Yeah, it was super loud. Like like every single district is hit by the missiles, and even the
Yeah, I
rest
saw.
they used. And to be honest, there is a huge like similarity between Iranian regime and Russians because they also targeted last night schools. We have a couple schools damaged. We have a grocery market is damaged. Like some facilities like for people, for civilians is damaged, and we don't hide under those, you know, like schools or like
What are you talking?
kindergartens.
I heard
because-
every target hit was a valid, super secret SSO military target, Hannah. Russia's never hit a civilian target ever. What are you talking about? That chunk of the apartment building that I have was totally a legitimate military target. Oh God, yeah, I saw the missiles coming in. For those that don't know, Russia launched Kinzhal missiles and the Oreshnik intermediate range ballistic missile at Ukraine last night. The intermediate range ballistic missile, that is the Oreshnik, has what's called a MIRV, or multiple reentry vehicle system, which means that once it gets to a certain altitude and spot in its parabola, it disperses multiple reentry vehicles, basically individual warheads that can go to individual targets, and there's a lot of them.
And they used it on Bila Tserkva for like civilians.
2 o'clock in the morning?
Like they just wasted tons of money.
Mhm.
Tons of money for nothing.
Why are you evaluating their moral standards to yours when they're supposed to be terrorists? What?
Russia?
I don't know who he's talking to or what he's talking about. Have a good time of day, each of you here in this live. Thank you, TikTok or TikTok count. Between Jewish Association and German government to leave. What? Between Jewish Association and German government to leave Germany, but the Jews wanted war to happen for kick.
Is he talking about the Havar agreement?
I don't even bother giving them help. I don't even bother helping them out with their own arguments at this point. It's just
You gotta understand, the guy's a Muslim, so he's probably a product of incest and has a low IQ.
I have to drop, but thanks for having me up. Bye, guys.
Bye, Maddie. Welcome back to the United States.
There's a very high probability that guy's parents are cousins.
Statistically speaking.
Oh yeah, very high probability.
And if he's from Pakistan, it goes up a lot.
Oh, a lot.
I still
It's
can't
actually
believe that
more
the
likely than not.
yes, this is true. I still can't believe that the UK has the NHS now advertising that there can be health benefits to cousin fucking and having children.
God.
Yes, they are
No.
actually advertising
saw
the
that.
NHS is advertising that there can be health
Wow,
benefits.
the UK is just such a great place to be in right now.
Let's go to my bed,
Fantastic.
brother. Brother, let us go to bed.
Oh
Did
my
I get
God,
a
no,
new
that's
camera?
disgusting.
I think I just switched the camera that I have.
How do you think basically Russians are also responsible for this war or just their government? Because like people comparing Iranian regime to Iranians the same way as Russia to Russians.
Well, I think that the Russian people are a lot more complicit than the Iranian people because the Iranian people kind of got taken over by force. The Russian people have just kind of been brainwashed since their inception, but they still wholly support it. Thank you for joining the team. Palestine Hard, what's up?
Does that mean he has a hard on for Palestine?
Oh, and he's gone. All right.
Mossad got him.
Palantir got him. Quid, what's up?
Yeah, Palantir, Mossad, same thing.
I agree with everything you say on your prompt. I'm an Iranian myself.
Dope.
I'm 22. I lived in Iran since I was 9. I remember everything vividly. You guys have to understand the tragedy that is in Iran. Every single day before we go into class in elementary school, they line us up and we have to shout DETH.
Death to America, death to Israel. You sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. And also in school, we have to do political work against the Shah, like literally insult the Shah. And I remember I didn't do it because my parents would always talk about politics with my uncles at our house, every family gathering. And I know what the Shah did. I know what his grandfather did. And when I refused, I remember my elementary school teacher, Miss Afrosyopi. She put pencils between my fingers and pressed my hand together.
What?
Yeah, that's a
Is
common.
that like the Iranian equivalent of like a Catholic nun beating you with a ruler?
Yeah, no, we still get the ruler.
Oh, fuck.
We still get the ruler. Ruler is standard, but when you mess up a lot,
The ruler's dead.
yeah.
Can I give an unpopular opinion? I come from a Soviet household, so I do support corporal punishment to an extent.
I knew it was
I'm
coming.
sorry,
I
I
knew
do.
it was coming.
Me too. I swear.
Vika, I have
children
Ukrainian
today.
friends. I have Ukrainian friends that fully accept that their father just beat them to a fucking bloody pulp whenever he felt like it.
No, I'm not okay with the bloody. Like, I believe that I support corporal punishment to an extent because these days I see how kids behave, and I remember when I was a child, I was too fucking scared to do that. And maybe there's a reason for that.
As a
Hammer my
Ukrainian, I can say basically it's your responsibility to teach the child, and if you are bad with your job, that's why your kid behaves this way. So it's totally your
decision.
But why I got it was not because of bad behavior. It was because of different political views.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
As a child.
I'm not saying what happened to you is okay. I'm just saying that generally, it's a concept that I support to an extent.
Oh,
I would support
okay
beating kids who are children of Democrats.
Oh, God. That's very specific, Anna.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, we got to stop. We got to change this topic because we just got a restriction.
Really? For that?
Yep. My account. I've been confirmed by my agency that my account has been targeted, so they're finding any excuse.
I'm gonna go watch some TV. I'll come back.
Your
Okay.
account's being targeted, Anthony. You
Yes.
know, we can fix that.
Wait, hold on a second. Hey, Risto, how's it going? Welcome back.
Anthony, I guess you're a normal person who doesn't like Islam, right?
Correct.
Me?
No, me.
Okay. The extent of Iranians disliking Islam has been has gone so far that in my city, Rasht, under the Caspian Sea, there is currently no mosque that is available. They all got burned down in January. I have a video on my page. The last video on my page is from people burning a mosque, one of the oldest and most famous mosques in Rasht got burned. In total, in January, more than
Hello, Paradise.
324 mosques got burned in Iran.
I mean, I remember seeing something that because the mosques are government funded in Iran. I think it was like 25% of mosques shut down within the last 10 years.
More. It's 75,000 mosques nationwide got shut down because no one goes
Low
there.
attendance.
Low attendance, and like we have these imams, like the priests of the mosques, running around because they don't have any jobs.
Just for reference, people think about that. You've got a country that's supposed to be 99% Muslim, and 25% of the country's government-funded mosques are closed. Have bad connection. Okay, welcome, or thank you for coming up, Panda. Please stay safe. Keep me updated if
Imagine
anything
they
happens.
are calling me Israeli in the comments. How is my accent Israeli? It's not even.
It's definitely not an Israeli accent.
But we'll take you. You seem nice.
Shias are not Muslim.
No, Shias are
okay. No, someone in the comments says Shias are not Muslim. Tell me you don't know Islam without telling me you don't know Islam. Or that could just be a Sunni who's mad and doesn't like
The only
Shias.
difference between a Sunni and a Shia is because of the first fitna, because they disagreed who wants to be the next caliph. Some said Ali ibn Abu Talib wants to be a caliph. Others said, oh no, this other person. So they fought. They unalived Ali. They went on and unalived his kids, his son, and that's how Shia and Sunni existed. Literally.
And Paradise, the topics right now, we're just flowing through stuff. Right now, we're discussing Iran a little bit.
Iran is going to be free, and I invite every single American who's Republican, every single Israeli to come to Iran. I will personally give you Persian Shiraz wine and raisin liquor, raisin moonshine.
Joanna, what are we going? What are we taking over Iran? Let's go. Free liquor.
I love it.
Come on, we are gonna play some AC/DC before January.
Yeah, Anthony, if you go get cleared for a TSSCI, maybe you can get hold of some of that.
Joanna, we're gonna be fucking rolling through the country playing Thunderstruck.
But before January, like in December or in November, there were some kids in the capital, Tehran, having an like jam. They were playing AC/DC on the road, like on the sidewalk.
Were they
but
hanged?
The IRGC came and like destroyed the guitar and arrested everyone.
Oh, music is haram.
Yeah, but like you have to understand, the people of Iran, they are very free in the head. The mindset is not comparable with the Arab world because we are not Arab. Our way of life is not governed by Islam. So
Mhm.
you can see women, even though it's illegal without a hijab, you can see people playing Western music. We have our own genre of jazz before the mullahs came. So
Mhm.
it's very. I personally would think an American who's Republican would fit in Iran very, very good. So when the economy is up, there are job holdings available. I would love it to see Americans in Iran and the Israelis. Iran belongs to you. You have
No,
your
we're already
freedoms here.
planning trips, my dude. We're already
It's
planning
not
trips. My landlords are from Tehran. They're the Iranian Jews. We're
Yeah.
already, as soon as you're free from the IRGC and there's flights, we're gonna come for a visit. Trust me, we're already planning it.
Good, amazing. Because the Israelis, the Jewish people, your synagogues still stand. Your synagogues in Isfahan
Really?
still stand. The tomb of Esther and Malachi still stand, even though the IRGC keeps removing the stars of David or tries to desecrate it. But the Iranian Jews who are left, they form human chains around the tomb, so the Muslims can't get in. But everything.
So that's where they got the idea.
No, actually, I know about it because of my husband's grandmother and grandfather. They are Iranian Jewish people, and they have a community, small community. Actually, a lot of them are more like Neturei Karta a bit, but they say that their sacred places are constantly targeted by Muslim people, and they still manage to keep them safe.
They still target our sacred places. Like we have the old city, the old capital, Parse. What it's in Greek, Persepolis. They
May I ask
want
you, are
to.
you Zoroastrian?
No, unfortunately not. I would love to be Zoroastrian, but before the revolution, it's hard to be Zoroastrian because I can't keep the three rules: good thinking, good doing, and good thought. I can't have good thinking and good doing while Mullah is still alive. The revolution needs to be uh, finished so I can be Zoroastrian. I can't have good deeds when I have to find a mullah to unalive in Iran.
Do you have family in Iran right
Yeah,
now?
95% of my family is in Iran right now.
And can you like communicate with them, or
No,
they are?
currently the internet is down for 82 days. We cannot communicate,
This is
unfortunately.
insane. I heard that you also can't connect to Starlink because they can tell, and then
Yeah, they
you can
three
get.
weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they unalived a father of two. He had two young girls. They burst into his home, and they found out who he had a Starlink. They beat him to his unalivement because he had Starlink. Let me get his picture.
Please do. It's insane.
It's so insane. The people there are so, they are living in such it's the worst condition ever because nobody cares about them internationally, not actually. They have no connection to the outside world. They can't even like make phone calls outside of Iran. They can't buy meat, food. They have no money, and they are the smartest people ever. It's insane. I think that if Trump is going to make the deal, it will be devastating. Devastating. It will be embarrassment, big embarrassment for him and for the United States. And I think it will be the worst thing that ever happened because in 5 or 10 years we're going to feel it more.
This
Yeah,
is Hissam Alauddin. He was 42 years old. He had two little daughters, but it came out that he had the Starlink device in his home, so the IRGC raided it and unalived him, just because, like, by beating him, not with bullets, but by beating him, they unalived him. And you have to understand, January you would find in January you would find tragic stories, tragic, like a wife and a husband, they went downstairs to the courtyard and opened doors for the protesters to escape into their house, but the IRGC shut up the whole door and they unalived the protesters plus the husband and wife. Their newborn kid got unalived because of thirst and hunger in their home. 5 days later, a family member went to the house and they found the newborn kid.
Yes, I remember that story. It was awful.
It's insane that those people, they can get away with almost everything because they shut down Wi-Fi when things are coming out. People are saying no, they're exaggerating. If Israel would do something like that, it would be like a world outrage all over the place.
To Imran Daniels in the chat, just because the government has shut down the internet doesn't mean that stuff doesn't still get out. One, the Iranian regime still publicly brags when they're executing people and when they have arrested and unalived people that they believe are enemies of the government, but also people are still smuggling out news and stories. There are still ways to get connections and get media to the outside world. It's just extremely difficult, and it's a threat to your life and safety. That doesn't mean that, like, if your logic is that the internet is down, therefore no news can get out of Iran, period, then how are you repeating stuff from the IRGC? If no news can get out, period, well,
They
then
get
where is it
hard
coming from?
drives to Turkey. They fill up hard drives with videos, pictures, and take it to Turkey and then publish it.
They have flash
We're
drivers.
going old school Soviet smuggling.
I
Yeah,
have to say this: in Gaza, where they claim there is a G-side, there is still internet. You can see Palestinians begging for TikTok gifts on TikTok, but in Iran, the internet is down for 82 days.
Oh, I've seen people streaming and saying that they're in Iran. It's funny.
It's not true. In Iran, the only people that can go online are the people who have a white
Government
white
access.
SIM card. They have the government. Yeah, they have
No.
a white SIM card.
Imran, he said he has not had contact with his family because the internet has been out for 82 days. He has not heard from his family. The government has officially shut down the internet for the country for 82 days. That does not mean that news does not still get out.
Why would a country just do this mad blackout for 82 days? Why?
Imran, are you really gonna pretend to be that dumb that you're unaware that, like, any of this is going on? Are you gonna be that disingenuous?
No, Imran is probably a Muslim. He doesn't want a Muslim country get free from the chains of Islam. It's going to be 56, not 57 anymore. 56 and it's
Are you Sunni or Shiite?
my family is Shia, but
No, not you, my friend, not you, Imran, in the comments. I want to ask him because it's important, because the Shiites don't get along with the Sunnis. So it's interesting.
I know. But still, like, Islam is Islam to them. They want to keep a country Muslim.
It's like a pyramid, you
Oh,
know?
even if Iran,
And then
even if Iran goes free, they still have Great Britain. They're gonna have 57 countries.
Yeah, exactly.
more,
UK
you have
is
more.
less.
What about Paris?
Yeah, France too.
I have
Spain,
to tell you the
Belgium,
extent
Berlin.
of European support for the Islamic Republic. The extent, you have to understand, the tear gas that they are using is from UK. The Winchester shotguns which they are using are from Spain and Italy. The ammunition is from Spain and Italy. The cities, rocket cities that they built under Isfahan, Tehran, etc. They are made with German technology. A German company supported the building of this kind of infrastructure inside of Iran. And during Angela Merkel in 2015, Siemens sold more than 8,000 facial recognition cameras to Islamic Republic of Iran, which they are using to hunt down Iranians who, like, women who don't cover their hair, people who protest, people who eat and drink during the Ramadan. Like, imagine
It's
Anthony
funny.
and I.
That's how a couple Israel got a couple IRGC officials. They use the hijab cameras, the cameras that are in public, to track women who aren't wearing their hijab, or if they're wearing it properly. They use those cameras to track down a vehicle of an IRGC official and then blew it up.
This is how they knew. This is how they knew when Khamenei and his family are getting out.
That
getting
too.
in. Yeah.
Imagine Anthony and I, we are not Muslim, but we are still Iranians. Like, Iran still has Christians, Jews, etc. Anthony and I are walking down the street. It's Ramadan, the holy month of Muslims, and Anthony and I, we want to drink something.
Oh, I'd
because
get
we're
hanged
not
so
Muslim.
goddamn fast. I'd get hanged
85
so
lashes.
fast.
85 lashes when the police catch you. 85 lashes for
I
you
don't-
drinking.
I don't even fast for Yom Kippur. I would get out alive so quickly.
Swear
I
to
don't
God, and
fast
these
for
young
Yom
people
Kippur either.
Are you
in that
Jewish?
No,
No.
he's not.
Well, then you're not supposed to.
Although, was
well,
it in the UK right now? They've got Muslims running around. I think it was this most recent Ramadan. They had Muslims going around trashing businesses that weren't closed for Ramadan. Non-Muslim
Yeah.
businesses.
But that's not the worst part. The police arrested a restaurant owner in the UK who is refusing to sell halal meat.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
apparently a
that.
crime now.
He's a Sikh
did you
man.
saw what
He's
happened to
Indian.
this poor guy that got stabbed by two immigrants, and then they said that said something racist,
He was
and the
stabbed
cops
by the
just
one
brought
Sikh
him
man.
down?
Yeah, he was a man who was unalived. He was stabbed by a Sikh man. The Sikh man called the police and said, "Oh, I stabbed him because he was a racist." So they arrested the still bleeding and dying man on the ground.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then it came out that the Sikh man said, "Well, you see, I have this knife on me. You know, knives are illegal in public in the UK, but this man had his religious knife on him for his religious and ethnic identity hanging around his neck." And he said, "Well, I thought he was going to take it from me and use it on me, so I stabbed him in the back."
The fuck?
And the police just detained him instead of giving him any medical treatment, and he's dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but the world went insane. Let me tell you something about religious things and theocracy and whatever. I live in Israel. The last Yom Kippur, I live in Rishon. It's a very central city. It's
Hey,
not.
I do too.
ויקה, כפרה, איפה?
אני באברמוביץ'. Never mind, moving on.
במערב, I'm in the
Okay.
west. So I have
On him for his religious and ethnic identity hanging around his neck. Well, we're banned, guys, so we're gonna end the stream. I just got banned on the other platform.